What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel. 12th man's back. This is London is back. It's myself, it's Lawless, it's D, it's Don. Gunali should be on his way. And Deji's run away. Deji's running away again. Why is that, I wonder? Is it because Tottenham are dusty? Tottenham have lost.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this because I know Deji ain't here, but we're not doing this. Tottenham created a lot of chances against Newcastle, and the way that they've started off the season with the amount of chances that they've created, when it comes down to it, they will be winning games. So you lot can have your fun now, but because Deji ain't here, we're not.
Is this a Tottenham fan here? Are we talking to a Tottenham
fan? Let's cook his little.
I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real with you.
You know what's funny is I was actually trying to get
when it comes to our
replacement, bro. I was trying to get Tottenham replacement. It's D. I may as well just keep D on.
You see what you just said there? I hope you keep that same energy when it comes to analysing our game, big man, yeah? I hope it gets to that.
Bro, I don't even care about our game, but don't come with that energy like you got anything about our game. Like, if I was you, I'll keep a zip in my mouth. I wouldn't open my mouth like you did with that energy after all that talk you do.
Oh, look at this. You see what I'm saying? Shameless.
No, I'm just saying. Check your mirrors before you come to me about our game, because I haven't mentioned about our game, and I was thinking,
we're gonna talk about our game though. We are gonna talk about our game.
We are.
I mean, we will probably be living in delusions about something. I mean, you always have something to be delusional about.
We might as well start with that. You two are already going at it. It's a nice little segue. Let's go into it. D, let me ask you first, because Don's got his take. I've heard some of Don's takes, but not everyone has. So let's hear from you, man. Weekend just gone. Palace. Transfer window shut. You've kept hold of most of your players, to be fair, other than Elise now. So some players coming in as well. What are you telling me, my bro?
Nice. Very good. Very good end to the window. I think we've got a stronger squad. I know starting the summer, majority of you here thought everyone's getting sold. That was never really going to be the case. Lawless, don't laugh because you're one of them.
Sold a lot.
A lot of them were going to be sold. Eze, Elise, Gay, well, Elise is gone, but Gay, everyone, Anderson's gone as well. But yeah, I mean, few were sold. We ended the window with our squad being stronger, not a starting 11, because you can't replace Elise, in my opinion. He's that good of a player, so you can never have your starting 11 as good as last year. But we got a stronger squad. We went into the Chelsea game with 14 first-team plays, I believe, including the bench. Because of the replacements plus the injuries, we had 5 academy players, and there was never really a panic mode this season, as I've mentioned as well. Glasner's teams genuinely start slower. It has been the case even in the Bundesliga, and the Chelsea. I mean, last week was 10 out of 10 for me. Beat Norwich, ended the window strong, and also got something against Chelsea. The season for our season really starts after the international break. I mean, we didn't have a preseason. Properly with our players due to the Euros, Copa America, Olympics, etc. So it has been a long run, but I'm confident as I've been anyways. I haven't panicked that pretty much. Let
me ask Lawless what his thoughts are, because Don, I'm going to leave Don because I know Don's got some stuff to say on Palace and Chelsea, right? But Lawless, what are you telling me, bro?
Listen, I just heard a lot of waffling excuses. Be honest, all this. You have a pre-season and this happened and that happened, right?
How's it waffle?
This guy. Whoa. Let me. You sit down a second, because you know what? I was doing some thinking after the last week, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy that you didn't just sit there and take your cooking like a man. You 5 seconds in.
Talking about Palace West Ham. This is a trophy. Can I give you a medal? We're talking about Palace West Ham.
I'm still angry that you took that from me.
That's your fault. That's your fault. That time is done. We're not talking about Palace West Ham.
So we're not going to do it again. So now you're trying to make all these excuses under the sun. Yes, Don is going to have to hold that draw. Like, that is a bad result. With Chelsea's record against Palace at the Bridge, to go and drop points like that in that way to 14. This team. With no preseason, because remember, this team, everyone else had a preseason. I don't know what we did. That little game we had in America, apparently that weren't a preseason. Obviously, to you, that was
you featured in that game. Final. You featured in that game.
Can you let him be, brother?
Yeah, man, I can hear you.
You didn't feature.
So by that time, Wharton just came back, so his preseason pretty much started there. Eze wasn't there, Gay wasn't there, Mateta wasn't there, Munoz wasn't there, Lerma, I don't think was there. Like
we missed a bunch of players, but that didn't matter, did it?
I mean, these are facts. These are facts.
Okay, but those facts are they're only applicable to your team because when we played that game and you were celebrating it like it was the Champions
League. We still smoked you, yeah. You're damn right.
Yeah,
we still smoked you with it, yeah.
Okay, we didn't have Paqueta and Bowen and
you did though.
Flipping all of our new signings.
You did. What? You did.
We did.
Because Max Kilman got done by Otton Edward.
Yeah, we had Kilman in. We had Kilman.
Yeah, you had Kilman and you had Paqueta there as well.
and you had Paqueta played in the game that we beat you in the morning. He wasn't there.
But he was there. He was there. You decided not to play him.
He was present. He witnessed it. Okay, but he didn't play in that game.
was there as well. Everyone was there. So let's not do that. Let's not do that.
I don't know if you didn't.
Do you know what? Lawless. Listen, I know you want to take the shine today, and you deserve your shine. But there's a real elephant in the room that we must address, lads. There's a real elephant. Listen, you're right. You're right. But there's a real elephant in this room because I think as a collective we must give Palace some praise here because the week before it was harsh. It was harsh what we did to my guy D, man. It was harsh, and I just want to say I saw in that Crystal Palace bench 4 or 5 youth players.
5.
I saw a lot of players out. And I saw the amount of defenders that I saw.
I know where this is going.
I saw the amount of defenders in that Chelsea team. Let me tell you something. There are Caribbean countries, there are countries in Africa that spend less on their defense than a certain panelist spends on their defense. And you look at the equality that a certain Chelsea had at the famous Stamford Bridge. You look at the amount of money that certain players have been bought for in that midfield. You look at all the Y Scout, you look at all the reports, and you see, and we look at and again, I think we have to give real praise to Crystal Palace. Honestly, like this is no shamelessness. I think this is honestly real shameless from a certain panelist that we are not giving Palace as much praise as they deserve because. Truthfully, okay, fine. It's 1-1, so they didn't win the game, but they went 1-0 down. They hung in there. I believe in the first half. I'll be honest. I didn't watch the game because obviously I was watching another game. But I will say, from what I saw, Palace could have conceded 1 or 2 more goals, but they didn't.
1 or 2 more.
And all of this, all of this woulda, coulda, shoulda. All of this woulda, coulda, shoulda. We can do that all we want because I can do that for my game. If you want to do that, because then we might as well not talk about the Arsenal game. So let's talk about the facts. The facts are that a certain panelist said that they was going to beat another panelist on this very, very show 7 days ago.
13 wins in a row.
7 days. And it was very shameless of that person to say, oh, we always beat Crystal Palace because we've won 12 games in a row. We will
13.
And you know what? Can we give more praise? Because not only does D deserve some credit, but so do I. I'm going to take some praise here. As well as D, because D predicted 1-1. D predicted 1-1. I went back and I looked and I saw. The other thing is I said I was going to do the reverse psychology. I did the reverse Uno and I predicted a Chelsea win, knowing that they were. I said it. I said if I predict Chelsea to win, I know they're not going to win the game. So can I not get some praise here, people in the chat?
But if we won, he would have been like, I knew Chelsea were going to win. This is what he does.
No. I need people to go back and look because look at the prediction. I said
you did say.
Yeah, so can we give D praise here? Can we give his team? Can we give Elise? Can we give some of the defenders? Can we give the manager? Because the manager, from what I saw, from the little bit, okay, fine. I didn't even watch extended highlights, so I can't talk in the game as much as others. But I saw that the manager in the second half, he saw what needed to be changed, and they actually battered Chelsea.
They took off a player that should have been sent off.
I don't care what they did. I don't care.
You're gonna cry about red cards as well.
I'm not gonna cry about it because we all get that. I'm not an Arsenal fan. I'm not an Arsenal fan to be crying about. I'm not an Arsenal fan.
Because you know what? I was gonna let you off the hook, but
no.
Let me off the hook about what? Let me off the hook about what?
Let's talk about that second half. You hype these players up. You hype them to the T.
I can break down the second half.
You hype them up. So let's talk about Cole Palmer or whatever you lot call him. He was. Let me just Let me take him out of my pocket, man. Let him come here. Cole Palmer.
Yes,
Cole
Steve.
Palmer, my ass.
Wait, we're in Chinos. We're in Chinos, man. Where'd you
Might
go?
be in the weather, but Cole Palmer, my ass. Because that second half, when you need players to step up, clutch players to step up, Palmer done niche. He's done absolutely niche.
Right.
Madueke in the second half done niche.
Boy.
So all of these hype that you got from beating Wolves 6-2, we're not Wolves. And I did predict the 1-0 because I did tell you in your stream as well that our system and how you play, it suits us. And
you was not confident, D. Don't.
We created
Don't do
one
that.
Duncan,
We're not doing that today. We're not doing that.
One at a time. One at a time. The audience don't like it when we talk at the same time, but one at a time.
So no, I was confident before the game. I predicted 1-1 in our channel. I predicted 1-0 here, and I predicted 1-0 on Don's channel, and I explained my reasons as well.
Because you didn't want to predict a loss. That's all it was. You didn't want to predict a loss. Like you were sitting there.
No, I didn't. No.
Hold on. Let me just say. I'm sat here listening to Lee and D going back and forth, yeah, like some rap duel. You know what I'm trying to say? That's all cute and everything, people, yeah. But D, let's not be disingenuous, yeah, and act as if we didn't have enough clear cut, not just chances, clear cut chances to win that game by at least 3 goals, right? So don't act as if you had this defensive. Don't act as if, bro. Madueke had a clear cut chance twice, right? 2 clear cut chances.
Happened then? What were you?
Henderson was good. Henderson, hold on, D.
We're not doing this on D.
No, let me finish what I'm saying, bro, because you've been talking a lot, yeah, bro. In that game, in the first half, bro, in the first half, we made more than enough chances, yeah, to be winning that game at least 3 goals up. If it's not 3, even 2, bro. Yeah, Palmer had a chance. Madueke had 2 chances. Yeah, we even had some chances from the set pieces, the corners that we had as well, right? You didn't do nothing in the first half. The second half.
What did you do in the second half? What did you do in the second half?
This is what I'm getting at, bro. This is what I'm getting at. In the second half, we struggled, bro. Right? And for me, when I'm looking at the shape, it didn't work. Right? It did not work.
It's not
because
about
number one, but it is. I'll get. Bro,
no, it's not about that. You know what?
I'm going to talk about.
One at a time.
Don't worry. Let me get there, man. And then if you disagree, you can disagree. But I'm actually gonna big up your team in the second half. So take time, bro. Take time.
Yeah. The second half. What is this? Football? You're gonna take a whole 90 minutes, yeah, to get to your point.
Hold up. Before you continue, Don, you up there, you don't talk because your team. I don't think he's against. He could have scored 6 against you lot in the first half. So you don't talk, innit? You sit silent this week. You had your fun last week. You just sit there and listen.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
You had your fun last week.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, D. Let's give D the praise. Let's go. Hold on. Don, carry on. We need to.
Let me carry on with what I'm saying, bro. So in the second half, I've said it on my channel as well because Lee likes to say, "Oh, I don't criticize my players." I said in the second half, Palmer wasn't good enough in the second half. I spoke about Madueke. I spoke about the shape. I said now I'm even going to say Glasner. I said Maresca in the second half, his in-game management wasn't good enough, bro. Right? I'm looking at the game. Enzo Fernandez, I keep telling you, though. Enzo Fernandez is a deep line playmaker. I don't understand why I'm seeing him in the 3rd phase, bro. Yeah? Enzo should not be that high up. That should be Cole Palmer. Yeah? The whole game, D, correct me if I'm wrong, bro. The whole game, hold on, bro. Yeah? The whole game, you had Cole Palmer that was coming to collect the ball from deep and he's looking in between the lines to play it to an Enzo. Those roles should be the other way around. Yeah,
Enzo was sitting
it was that.
When that sub
Enzo's been as the highest midfielder.
A bit more. Enzo was sitting.
Wait, hold on. Why?
No, D. I can show you. Hold on, Lee. I've even watched this game back.
I just want to hear the praise. I want to hear you
get into that, man.
Stop talking about your team. Your team's irrelevant today. It's Crystal Palace. Can we give the praise to Crystal Palace?
I have to, bro. I'm breaking down the game properly. You didn't watch the game. I'm telling you how the game went.
I don't need to break down. No.
I'm breaking down the game properly.
Yeah. Give the praise. I want no.
Bro, I'm getting to that.
Last week we spent an hour cooking Crystal Palace. I need you to give praise.
You lot did.
I don't want you to give me a deep dive. I don't want you to give me a dissertation in your team. I don't want to talk about Enzo because that's every week. We do that every week with your players. Can you talk directly? No, because that's what we do, right? Every week. Let me get there then. Fine. Can we get there then? Yeah? And then give me praise.
The reason why I'm saying this, Lee, because you don't seem to listen when I'm criticizing my players or my manager. You think I lie and I see nonsense on the pitch, but I just lie about it. No, bro. Yeah. Maresca's subs weren't right for me. He took off Neto and then he brought on João Felix on the left. That closed down the pitch because Palace were playing a back 5. Yeah. And big up to Palace. They defended very well in the second half. Yeah. They had a deep line. The two midfielders, Wharton was not letting Palmer breathe in the second half. He's all over him like a rash. Yeah, Decore as well. He was even lucky to be on the pitch because Cole Palmer, bro, he dropped his shoulder, got the ball in between the lines, turned, and fucking Will Hughes bear hugged him like this on a yellow. Yeah, and the ref didn't want to give it. Yeah, but we lose. We didn't lose the game. We didn't lose the game because of the ref, because we had enough chances. But that was the wrong decision. And D, you can't try to tell me otherwise, bro. The guy bear hugged him, and he was even that ref.
That was the biggest. That was the worst decision of the weekend, man. That was the bear hug.
About that, Lawless. No. I just want to.
Lawless, I'm a lion. Lawless, I'm a lion, bro.
That was the worst decision of the weekend.
Why are we talking about Holden? Okay, so what we're doing, what we've done, we're talking about Chelsea and all the things they didn't do right. But can we give praise to Crystal Palace, who
I just said they defended well?
Is that what they did? Is that what they did all game?
That's what they did in the second half.
Credit off us. Because on the counter, with a very limited squad, by the way, 14 players. You beating us 13 times in a row. I've been hearing this 13 for a minute. Oh, we beat 13.
We're still unbeaten. I'm
tired of hearing the 13 number, yeah? You be talking about this 13 number for a minute. We came to your house.
Thank you.
With barely anything. Well,
thank you.
In terms of the whole squad, we had 5 youth players on the bench.
I counted
we had 5 youth players on the bench. You had all your star boys, all your diamonds, everyone shining. Cole Palmer, Madueke scored a hat trick. All of this hype. This hype. And I was waiting. I was waiting to watch the famous Chelsea under Maresca with the patterns of play that you've seen on YouTube and that you've seen against Wolves. I was waiting for that to happen.
And Wisecout.
So you're telling me in the first half, let me break this down to you, Don. So in the first half, when did Will Hughes pick up that yellow card?
Bro, I can't even remember now because you lot kept
fouling us. Around the 13th minute.
You lot kept fouling us, bro.
Around the 13th minute mark. That yellow card messed us up. That was more on us in terms of how you played in the first half rather than you lot. Because that yellow card with a 2-man midfield, it was non-existent. And that's how you scored a goal because Will Hughes couldn't give another foul away. And that's how you scored on the counter. That yellow card.
But that's his fault for getting booked in the first place, bro. You can't try. Bro,
I know. But this is my point. No, this is my point, though. This is my point. In the second half, when we went 11 for 11 again, and when we went for the player who would be starting, in most cases, Decore, who was out injured, who hasn't had a preseason, as I mentioned about preseason, that's why he's been limited. We went head to head with you lot. I didn't
not go head to head with us. What are you talking about?
You struggled.
This way you're lying. Let me just read the stats for the second half.
You just said about the second half.
I said you defended well. You didn't go head for head.
No.
You defended
well. One at a time.
Right now, let's go get the stats. And I want to get the
second half.
This guy, let me even bring the stats up because these trying to lie right now.
Let's get head for head. Put it on the screen. Let's just get Potts to put it on the screen.
Bring it up.
I don't want them to read out anything.
Potts, bring up the stats right now.
Bring up.
Go on SofaScore. I want to see the second half stats.
Second half worse than first.
No.
I want to see what Potts
puts on the screen. Share screen so everyone can see.
Put it on SofaScore so we can look at the first half.
Put it on SofaScore. Second half.
Exactly. Remember what D said. Wait, hold on. Remember what D said as well.
Okay, let me explain my point before the stats come across. And I'll explain it again. So when the stats come across, you can just look at first half, second half, and the whole stats, and then you can understand my point. First half, Chelsea created way more chances than Palace. You were the better side. We were lost. Even on the counter, we didn't look like ourselves. I was so confused. Eze walking, Kamada walking. It didn't make sense. But essentially, the first half, the reason why you created them chances is because of that Will Hughes yellow card. That yellow card.
Come on now, people.
That yellow card. No. Okay, how did you score the goal? Hold up.
Bro, we scored a goal through. We scored a goal from building from the back. What we've been doing all season.
Who did a run pass? Who could have? If Will Hughes wasn't even on the yellow card,
in order to get to that position.
If you're so dominant in both halves,
you just keep cutting me off. You just keep cutting me off. Look at the stats.
Wait, let's look at the stats.
No. Second half. I want to see
the first half and then look at the second half.
Check the second half. You see that we barely created in the second half, and we still had more chances.
Someone tell me what you want me to do. What you want me to do?
Look at that. The second half. I want to see the second half.
He said head for head. He said head for head.
Let's do the first half stats here. Okay.
Whoa, Chelsea were crazy. Like I've said, Chelsea were the better side. Chelsea created chances.
I agree.
The Chelsea side go from 1.61 XG 3 big chances created and all of this to go in the second half, Potts now.
I agree.
Go in the second half.
Second half is different.
0.75. In fact, look at the subs. Go to the subs.
They still had more than you.
I told you,
you
defended well.
Look how tight the second half was in compared to the.
I agree.
In comparison
I agree.
Bro, look at your XG. Look at your XG, bro. That came from Eze's goal, if anything.
It's not far off. It's not far off.
Yeah, but that came from Eze's goal. We didn't even score. Hold on, D. We didn't even score in the second half, and we had higher XG than you, bro.
Go up to the subs.
And I heard Ismail Star was balling out. I heard he was balling out in the second half.
Go up to the subs. So why did your star player, Madueke? No, if you go down. Yeah, Madueke got subbed off. Hold up, Pedro Neto. Oh, that's another player.
Yeah. I mean, you got to manage his minutes.
Let me take him out of my cupboard. That's not even a pocket thing because he was locked up.
I agree. I don't see how anybody can get onto it. I don't know how anyone can
locked up by Danny Munoz. He got subbed off. Madueke got locked up by Mitchell. He got subbed off. There's a reason why these subs happen. What happened to Madueke in this game?
You went defensive.
I just want to know how
got rid of
Crystal
Palace.
Okay, D, what are you actually saying? D, what are you actually saying right now? What are you actually saying?
I agree.
What when it came down to
it's very simple to me. We missed our chances. That's why we didn't win the game, bro.
You didn't create as much.
Exactly, you defended well. I said that.
But the thing is, right? Okay, we're in week 3, right, lads? We're in week 3, and we've pretty much said that every game. The first game, you could in a different day. Yeah, you played against Man City. You could have got a goal. That's the first game. You then played all those games in Europa League, or it's not even Europa Conference League. We're gonna get to that as well because you also lost. You also lost against a napkin. We're gonna get to that in a second.
You're gonna get to that, bro. The time's passed for that, bro. We're through. We've won the battle. We've won the battle, bruv. We went through. We went through, bruv.
This is London. This is what the show is called. This is a London show. So we are talking about London games that are happening with London clubs. And for you, my friend, we're not skipping past this, but let's just go back to the Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, this is the same Crystal Palace that 2 weeks ago we were casting out. We gave them all the flack because they lost to West Ham. Not one goal. And they also got dumped on by their academy player. You've then gone to a ground which is, yes, big bad Chelsea. They've got all of these amazing players. This is the same game. Listen, I even got your print screen, your screenshot before the game. Finally we've got a manager. Finally we've got a manager that will put out a better attack or a proper attack. That is what you said before the game.
I agree.
And these players, these same players, didn't turn up, and this is against Crystal Palace. Now, listen,
they didn't turn up in the second half, bro.
Listen, no, you didn't turn up in the game. It doesn't matter when.
No, we turned up. We turned up in the first half. You didn't watch the game.
Over the course of the night.
You didn't watch the game, bro.
Okay, over the course of the 90 minutes, you didn't turn up for all of the game. Now,
you're right about that. Yes.
There's just one thing that okay, fine. You can concede a goal, but is it limited to scoring one goal? You can score more than one goal. You can score 2-3 goals. You can score 4 goals.
And we should have done that in the first half, like I said, bro.
No excuse.
Put it this way, the way the game was going, because you're talking a lot for a guy that didn't watch the game. Let me tell you how the game was going.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what?
If we were winning the game, hold on, Lee. If we was winning the game, I promise you now, Lee, Lee, if we was winning the game by at least 2 goals or 3 goals in the first half, the game would have been completely different.
That's
right?
with everyone.
You might have. That's my point. That's my point. That's my point, though, D.
They would be done.
D. But that's it's the truth. Okay, so wait, hold on. So you agree with what I'm saying, but you're calling me delusional. That don't make no sense. People just like this word. They don't know what it means. People just like this word. They don't know what it means. Hold on, Lee. You've said a lot, bro. Let me say what I'm saying, bro. Let me say what I'm saying. You're trying to, Lee. This ain't the game to be trying to cook Chelsea. I see what you're trying to do.
It doesn't matter.
This ain't the game for it, bro. This ain't the game to be trying to cook us because you missed chances as well. You dropped points as well.
Okay,
right?
Exactly.
Them seagulls came and shot on you, bro. You had a pickup truck getting red cards and shit. We're gonna get to that pickup truck, but don't let me get started on you, man, as of yet, because you lot keep crying about the red card. You keep crying about that red card, bro. Lawless has told you already. That was the worst decision. No, your fan base keeps crying. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep crying about that decision because, like I said, we should have wrapped up the game in the first half, right? And if you saw my Twitter, because this is what you like to do, Lee, you like to pick and choose what to talk about. Yeah, I tweeted at halftime. Yeah, we need to make sure that we wrap up this game as early as possible in the second half because we don't like 1-0 leads. That's one thing about. I know my club, bro. Yeah, I've seen this story once too often. Right, Eze, moment of brilliance out of nothing. The ball lands to him, wraps. Yeah, Eze and Olise, bro, outside of the box. 9 out of 10, they're gonna put that right in the corner, or it will be a very good save from the keeper because they're very good at that. Yeah. apart from that, bro, and one shot from Kamada where Sanchez hit over the bar, they didn't threaten us, bro. Like I've said to D, I've given them their props. Hold on, D. I've given you your props. D, I've given you your props. Yeah, you defended very well against us. You defended, bro. No. It's not barely. I've told him about the second half. First half, we were all over them. We were cruising. Yeah.
First half, you were better. Second half,
and I think it got to these players' head. That's where in my video I said, bro, Maresca needs to drill it into these guys' head. You can't go into the second half after having a first half like that and thinking you're gonna get 3 points. Hold on, D, bro. It is, bro. The mentality was off, and on top of that, the tactics was shit.
That sub with the Corey, because you still hold up. Will Hughes, you said that Will Hughes should have got red card because of that foul in the second half. Why? Because you still ran past our midfield. It was not mentality, it was tactics. You finally.
It was both, bro. It was both.
I mean, you lost against Napkins FC, so even that, I mean, you couldn't still beat them. But you finally faced a side which made.
Are you even in that competition, bro?
Made tactical adjustments. Now, you know what I saw, Don? I saw tactical adjustments from the opposition, and I saw your manager looking
lost. I agree.
He
got it wrong.
You can blame on mentality. You can blame on mentality, but that was adjustments. So you need to look at your own manager as well. Because
I said that.
For me, I've seen these Chelsea players before. I don't think it's about mentality. I think that's a lazy excuse.
It's not lazy, man. It's not lazy.
You need to look at your manager. You need to look at your manager.
Did I not say? Hold on, D. You actually don't listen to me. You don't listen, D. You don't listen. You don't listen, bro.
Stuck the place. So what happened second?
Bro, I literally said that one of the first things I said is in the second half, the players and Maresca both got to take blame. And now you're saying, oh, you got to look at the manager. But I already said this, bro.
No, but you're trying to shift it like it's a mentality issue on the players rather than...
there's many layers to this, bro. You're fixating on one thing. Mentality is one of them, bro.
What I don't like. What you're taking away is we made adjustments and we had Palmer in our pockets. We put Decore
Palmer was sloppy in the second half. No, Palmer was taking a piss. No, if anything, Palmer was... Hold on, D. Palmer was taking a piss in the second half. That's my point. There were certain things I'm seeing people doing. I'm seeing guys like Madueke. I'm seeing guys like Madueke taking one too many touches. Yeah, when Maresca don't want that. Yeah, Hold on, Lee. I'm seeing Palmer taking the absolute piss instead of releasing the ball quicker like he usually does. Right? That's what I'm saying to you, mentality. Because these lot because they won that first half, they're gonna automatically win the game. It doesn't work like that. That is my point. At the same time, D, tactically. What's his name? Bringing on Decore, it helps you guys in your midfield. But at the same time, even with those changes, bro,
it's not about mentality. All you're talking about. If you actually
hold on, mentality is a factor, bro, and tactics are a factor too. Do you not know the saying? Two things can be true at once.
Okay, Don. Let's get to the root of this all, because you're gonna say everybody said the same thing to you. You're gonna say that you're gonna rinse and repeat the same thing. If only we could finish. If only we could do this. If only we could do that. Okay, that's fine. But anybody could say that. So how long is it gonna take? No, you're right. So how long is it going to take for you to basically say your players are shit, bro? Because
that's what you're getting at. That's what you're getting at. Then. There we go.
Hold on, Don.
See, there's a hidden agenda. You're dangerous. You're a villain. You know you're a villain. You're a villain, bro.
Let's just keep it 100. Don, every week you're gonna say that there's something that there's
even said it with a smile, people.
No, hold on. I'm saying every single week you're gonna mention that you can't finish, that your defenders, they lost.
How do you know it's every week? How do you know it's every week?
So basically, this is okay. Chat. I want you guys to all know. Don is the same person that says that his team could finish third, but they're not good at holding a 1-0 lead. That's what you said. So how does that
mentality,
make sense,
bro? I said that. Where did that with that mentality? Hold on. I said top four. Like that? Did I not put Liverpool ahead of us, bro? In my prediction, I put Liverpool ahead of us.
You know what you did do? Don't make Arsenal. Don't make my club finish above Arsenal. That's what you said.
It's true.
Listen.
It's true though.
Listen.
It's true though. Don't let me finish above you. Don't let me finish above you.
Okay, so
I'm not expected to finish above you. I'm not expected to finish above you.
No. You are. No, you know what it is, because you've got that hope. You've got that real strong hope that you
always.
There you go. So remove that hope. And I want you to give more props to Crystal Palace, because it was little.
I've already done it, bro.
Palace,
I got a question.
How many subs did Crystal Palace make?
Actually, this is
how many subs did you make?
I got a question.
Itchy and scratchy, bro.
Let me ask this question.
I want to know how many subs Crystal Palace made.
Don, did you know? Did you know your defense cost more than our entire team?
Bro, it's embarrassing. Bro. Like,
let me you had your moment. You had your moment. You had your moment.
I don't get. What are you trying to do right now? Because I'm already saying it's embarrassing.
As I said a lot of times, some of the chat you give and some of the business that you've done, it doesn't add up. That's why I've called you deluded. Or let
me ask a question.
Bro, it wasn't.
How many subs did you make on Sunday? How many subs did you make?
Let me ask this question.
You're not doing too much.
Don,
carry on.
Your defense is cost over 100, like I think around 130 mil or something like that.
What do you mean?
So
no, 300 million. 300
why
mil.
are you not confident with a defense that's worth around 130 million pound that you cannot keep a clean sheet? That's my question. Because I've
seen it once too often.
That much. Why not?
I've told you already, bro. I've seen it once too often where a lapse of concentration. You don't really let me answer the question. You see?
And you answer. No, you answer it. Then I'm gonna come back in. No one, please let me come back in and answer it.
I've seen it once too often because you try to call me deluded in that. Yeah, I've seen the same thing happen once too often where we go up and in a lapse of concentration, someone does something stupid at the back. Before you know it, we lose that lead. Now it's 1-1. Now we're scrambling to try and score another goal. That's why.
So the window's closed now. You've done your business. You got this defense that you spent crazy money on. So what makes you think if this defense lacks concentration and cannot defend for 9 minutes, what makes you think that you can finish 4th place with a defense that's kind of headlocked the moments of the game?
They were lacking. Hold on, D. They were lacking concentration last season with our B team, our C team, and we finished 5 points behind Aston Villa, who finished was it 4th? Right? They finished 4th.
Your reason is
I keep telling you. I believe we'll get top 4 because I believe we'll beat more of the lesser teams this season, bro. That's the reason why.
13 times in a row, you beat Palace, which is a
we drew. We moved. But I can say last week we outperformed our XG, bro, because Wolves had more XG than us and we scored 6 goals.
But that's what we're saying. That's what D's saying. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna be.
It was an off day. It was an off day.
You're gonna be up and down.
Most teams that get top 4, most teams are in a top 4 battle.
Only a couple of days before.
They're inconsistent, bro.
Only a couple of days ago, you were foaming at the mouth because Madueke was doing this and doing that. He didn't do anything against Napkin.
You know, I'm busting too early.
He didn't do anything against Crystal Palace. And ultimately, you look at your squad, and everybody's going to say the same thing. You're going to go up and down. I don't have to watch any of your games to know. I don't have to watch any of your games to know that every single week it's going to be 1 week you finish a few chances and you lose or you draw. The next week you might get a few chances and you might scrape a 2-1 win. The week after that you'll lose. That's what's going to happen because week in and week out your players show the inconsistency, but you still believe that, as D said,
let me ask you, Don.
It don't make no sense.
Let me ask you, Don, Matt, real talk. Obviously, Servette was a disappointing one, but you went through, so it doesn't matter. But the performance was worrying. Obviously, you've been mentioning Maresca a couple of times already. I know that he's new and he's still learning, but there's a couple of things I've heard that I heard you say last season with Poch. So are you worried that this might be a little bit similar? Are you worried it might be a little bit similar to the Poch situation?
No. It's not, man. It's not that, because with Poch, what Poch kept doing, he kept persisting with the same lineup and playing multiple people out of position. Yeah. I haven't seen that from Maresca apart from pre-season where he was doing trial and error, right? The main problem that we've got right now is I don't like where he's playing Enzo. That's the main problem. He's playing Enzo way too far away from build-up. Enzo needs to be in the build-up.
Doing that? Wasn't Poch doing that to you?
Yes,
you said.
Yes, Poch was doing that as well, right? And Enzo should never be where Ødegaard basically roams, bro, or where Rice roams.
Enzo shouldn't be in the team. He isn't good enough.
Enzo, but right now, Potts, we've got no Lavia, and I've told you already, bro. For me, Enzo doesn't need to start. There's certain games I'll start Enzo, and there's certain games I'll drop him, bro. He ain't got to start for me. So anyone who's telling you Enzo's a guaranteed starter, not for me, bro. My guaranteed starters are Lavia, Cole Palmer, yeah. Jackson right now has to start for me, right? Because I don't like Nkuku up top. Nkuku as a striker for me, you take away too many of his strengths. I don't like that. The only thing he can offer up there really is a bit of link up and finishing. Other than that, his overall game up top.
Do you know what makes me laugh though, Don? This is why we get onto you. This is why we grill you week in and week out, because you will say all of these things. And Matt, could you imagine? Yeah, because you love.
You would have thought that we're in game week 20 and you've been shit all season.
You love to grill. I saw you even today. I saw you what you did with the Declan Rice thing. You love.
What did I do? Tell them what I did.
You love to grill Arsenal players. Last week you was onto Saka. Now, if these Arsenal players were like your Chelsea players with the inconsistencies, could you imagine that we said, as an Arsenal fan, oh, Declan Rice shouldn't start games. I don't want him in certain positions. Bro, you would kill every single Arsenal fan. Now,
Do you like Declan Rice as an 8? Do you like Declan Rice as an 8? Let's move on to your boy.
Hold on, no, we will. Oh, listen, I'll cook my club. I don't mind. But you've got a player who I believe costs near 100 or 105 million pounds, and you're saying he shouldn't start certain games, bro.
Yeah,
this guy should be running to the
ground, bro. We got money to spend.
You can't be telling me, or somebody else, or anyone in the chat, that you're waiting for Lavia to come back when you've got Enzo who costs.
I'm not waiting, bro. I said Lavia starts for me is what I said, but without Lavia, we should still be winning games.
So you're basically saying inadvertently that Caicedo will be in the 6. You're then saying that you want Lavia in the.
I want Caicedo in the 8. I want Caicedo in the 8, bro.
Okay, so you want Caicedo in the 8, you want Lavia in the 6, and you want Palmer in the 10. So there's no space for the likes of Enzo. So basically, your 105 million pound centre midfielder, the guy that's meant to be the best 6 or the best 8 or the 10, not a 10 or whatever it is now not starting. And this is the issue. When we go back to things like last week, when you can't.
Who said it's the best this? Who said it's the best that though? Where are you hearing this?
But this is my point. That how do we get the value out of him? Because he's not had a string of 3 good games.
I told you how you get the value out of him. You don't play him as the furthest midfielder, bro. That's how.
Okay, so he's played. We tried him in the 6. He's been crap. We've tried him.
No. He was very good when he played as a 6 when he first came. That's the best Enzo we've seen at Chelsea.
I'll tell you what. You could have fooled me. You could have fooled me, brother. Because
it's not about fooling anything.
I haven't seen any good. No Chelsea fan within their right mind can say that he's had 3-4 good games in a row.
Are you crazy? Enzo. When we finished 12th, yeah. Enzo was.
When you finished 12th, Jesus.
Bro, when we finished 12th that season, yeah. Bro, the guy joined in January, and him and Thiago Silva was our best players, bro. Yeah, boy, is he meant to be finishing all the shots? Let me remind you who we had up top. We had Sterling, Havertz, and who else did we have? Sterling, Gallagher, these sort of guys, Mason Mount. That was our attack. We scored 38 goals that season, bro. We scored 38 goals that season.
And now you've got Ballon d'Or nominee Palmer, and you've got a guy who's been locked up for 9 years, another 9-10 years in Jackson that you like, and he's going to score all these goals. So there's no.
You like him? I just don't like his finish.
There's no excuse. So ultimately, we look at your players, and we're going to say the same thing. As I said, I could not watch your game for the next 10 weeks.
But can I ask you then? Are they not going to improve then, Lee? Just yes or no? Is my team going to improve? Yes or no?
No, because they've had 4 managers and they've not improved.
All right, there we go. Then.
They're not.
Let's move on.
These players that you've got, the players that I would say that I can actually see any real quality in is probably Palmer, Lavia. That I think
Cole and Fofana are improving already though. They've been solid.
No. So who? Colwell and who?
Colwell and Fofana have been very good.
Colwell has been shocking. Colwell doesn't even deserve to play. Colwell doesn't even deserve.
No one's gonna listen to you when you already said you didn't watch our games.
Colwell and Fofana
were very good the other day, bro.
But you're just
and even against Wolves, they were good again. That game as well.
Don, I keep saying the same thing. Even a broken clock's right twice today. Even if he has one good game, overall his performances have been poor. Let's just say the same thing.
He's had more good performances than bad this year.
Done. Perfect example is this. You don't rate Martinelli. You think he's crap, right?
You can't be talking on a game you didn't watch.
Don't hear me out. You don't rate Martinelli. You think he's crap, right? But if Martinelli has a good game, you would praise him for that specific game, but you would still say he's not good enough for Arsenal.
No, but I rate Colwell though. I think Colwell's a good player.
No, but Don,
people overrate him. People overrate him. That's the problem.
Okay,
you think he's shit. I don't think he's shit.
No, I didn't say.
I even said on one of the shows. There's so many people that have written him off, and I kept telling you, lot.
Okay, I didn't say. Hold
on, because bro, we're 40 minutes in. We're speaking about a Palace game, yeah, but we should have fucking won. Because I want to speak about other things. I want to speak about other things. It was a very easy game to analyze. What I told you lot about Fofana and Cole before we move on, yeah, is I want those two to keep playing together. That's the only way they're going to improve because they need to build chemistry together, bro. And now what I'm seeing is those two improving and building chemistry together, bro. Right? We didn't lose that game because of Cole and Fofana. And same thing against Wolves. They've been doing their job. It's mainly the midfield.
Let me bring in the super chats, man. Let me bring in super chats because it is going to be related to this. And then we move to the next section because otherwise we'll be on here all day. I can't lie.
Honestly, bro.
I agree. Don, I agree with most things you say, but Enzo is okay.
Crap.
This one, crap. This one comes in from Netweed. Meanwhile, our fake fans give second Arteta 5 more seasons. Netweed's not a fan of Arteta, bless him. He really
Definitely
is not. He's definitely not. Vindaloo says, Don, I love you, man, but it's the 3rd season in, and you need to be plugged in the national grid if you think there is nothing wrong. And then we've got this.
Wherever I said there's nothing wrong. People don't. This is what I'm saying. People on. Why do you not struggle to comprehend? Why don't you not listen?
Because you big up your players week in and week out.
Listen to what I'm saying, bro. When I'm being shameless, you know I'm being shameless. When I'm breaking down the game, you know I'm breaking down the game, bro. Yeah. Right. Let's not do this. Anyway, read Freddie. Read Freddie's super chat. Read Freddie's super chat. Yeah.
Netweed says anyone accepting second is anti-Arsenal or realistic, as he likes to say. And I wanted to segue to this. And Lawless, I'd love to get your thoughts on this. I really would. Freddie, Don, my guy, that Lavia and Rice take in a year, they'll come back to you and they will apologize. So I don't know who saw it, if everyone's seen it, if no one has or not yet. But Don was on the terrace. And he let me not steal the thunder. Let Don say what he said, because otherwise I'll get told that he didn't say that. But he said it on Monday's show as well. We spoke about it. I'm not going to get into this debate because Don knows where I stand. And don't put me repeating it. Just go watch Monday. But I'd love Lawless to think, because Lawless has watched Declan Rice a hell of a lot more than I have at West Ham, and he can agree, although he's probably going to say it through gritted teeth.
Wait, what did he say? I don't even know what Don said.
I will let Don say it, but through gritted teeth, I'm sure Lawless will agree with me here. Right, there you go. Go on.
Say it as you said it. Don't do a big speech.
No, you say it how I said it. You say it how I said it.
No. I want you
to play the clip.
No, it's got to come from your mouth, please.
Play the clip.
Just say it. But I know in you're going to go into some big speech, and then you're going to start talking about, Caicedo, and you're going to start talking about Madueke and all of it. Just say that phrase.
Yeah, I don't have the clip on, so you're going to have to say it, man.
Yeah, state the statement, and then I'll react to it.
What I said for me is that with Lavia, he's more talented than Declan Rice. Yeah, I prefer Lavia to a Declan Rice, right? And for me, he's a better player than the Declan Rice. That's what I said.
Okay. Do you know what the funny thing is, Don?
Lawless starts with a
You get me?
Do you know what the funny thing is?
That ain't even a mad thing. Bro, these you know, it's so funny. Lavia was one of the main reasons why these guys didn't end up winning the league, bro. Yeah, and the thing is, Potts is feeling uncomfortable right now. Potts is getting squeaky bum time right now because he loves Lavia. He knows how good Lavia is, right?
I like
all it is with Lavia. Lavia just
lot.
needs to stay fit. And if you want me to be shameless, it only took Lavia 1 season to get a big move. Just one. How long did it fucking take Rice to get a move, blood?
What big move? He paid.
How long did it take Rice to get a fucking move?
Who did Lavia play for?
Why did Klopp want him? Why did Klopp want Lavia, bro?
Who did Lavia play for?
Why was Arteta heavily interested in Lavia, bro? Why did Joe Shields want Lavia, bro? Again, because he brought him to Man City. He brought him to Southampton with him. As soon as he went to Southampton, Chelsea tried to bid that same summer when we finished 12th. And then guess what? When we played Southampton, he scored against us. Yeah. He bossed us at the bridge as well when he came to buck us. Yeah. He went to the Emirates and was the best player on the pitch. Ødegaard couldn't get nowhere near him. Right? Nowhere near him. Partey
was doing the thing I asked him not to do, ladies and gentlemen.
Lavia came off the pitch. Lavia came off the pitch and Southampton conceded 2 goals. So let me say it again. Lavia is better than Declan Rice. How about that?
Lawless, can you come in? Lawless, can you come in? Because you've been pretty good. I know you hate this guy now because he's come to us, but can you make sense in this? Because I obviously like Lavia. Don's right. I've got a lot of time for Lavia. I think he's going to be a very highly rated, talented footballer. But Declan Rice has been doing it for years, in my opinion.
Bro, consistency is a different. No. Potts, listen. When you talk about who's been more consistent, that's a different debate. I can't give it to Lavia, bro, because Rice has more of a sample size, right?
Do you think Lavia is just a better footballer than Declan Rice?
Yes. I think he's a better player.
What does that mean, Don?
Right? Better player. I've seen more than enough of both of them. I've seen more than enough of both of them to know what they're like at their best. Lawless, I've seen enough of both of them to know what they're like at their best. And the thing is, with Lavia, when I realized Lavia was a baller, was when he faced all the top 6 sides.
What's a baller?
Yeah,
you need to explain these so I know what you're saying.
For me, he's more technical. He's more technical than Declan Rice, right? In the first phase, he's more comfortable than Declan Rice. He plays it in between the lines better than Declan Rice, right? He's very press resistant, bro. He's one of the most press resistant players in the league. Yeah, he can cover ground. In terms of defensively, Rice is better than Lavia defensively, but Lavia defensively is not a bum. He's not a bum. He's not better than Declan Rice defensively, but he can break up play and that. He can read play and all of that. But when I'm talking about them on the ball, bro, on the ball, it's night and day between the both of them. It is night and day. Declan Rice is a similar profile to Paulinho. Declan Rice is a similar profile to like a destroyer. That's what Declan Rice is. He's a destroyer who they're now trying to turn into Iniesta.
What is he is not that
now?
He is not that.
This guy's crazy. He's actually.
He's answering my question for me right now about Declan Rice.
I got a question for you, by the way. I got a question for you as well. I got a question for you because you've been.
Let's hold that. No, D, hold the question. I've got to get through to this.
Pots can't even say anything because he agrees with what I'm saying.
No. I don't agree. I don't agree that I think Rice is. I've seen, you know, my thoughts. I think I really like Lavia. I've got a lot of time for him, and I think when he does stay fit, I think people will see a top player. But I think Declan Rice, personally, I think the people disrespected what he did at West Ham, me included, because I hated on West Ham a bit, right? And it's come to Arsenal, and I think he's been phenomenal. But you know, that's my thoughts. I want to get the panel's thoughts on this. Lawless, I want to know where you're at. You're still sitting there like, because do you actually?
Because I'm trying to get my fucking shit out. I'm trying to say it.
Well, do it now. Do it now.
Okay. Right. The funny thing to me is what Don is saying. A lot of Arsenal fans were saying before they signed Declan Rice. That's the funny thing. So a lot of these Arsenal fans clutching their pearls at Don. How dare you? What a take. What is this? You was all saying the same thing. Now you've signed him. He's the best thing since sliced bread. Now, yes, is Lavia better technically on the ball? Is he more of a baller? Yes. That doesn't make him a better player. It doesn't make him better in that role than Declan Rice. Declan Rice, like you've admitted, he's better defensively. He reads the game better than Lavia. He makes the hard things look simple.
Saeed, I'll be real, Saeed. It's time for you to hide, brother. This is not.
Don't even get me started on Manu because I'll be here all day, bro. I've been telling them the same thing about that guy, bro.
Big up Saeed, man. Love Saeed.
After the weekend's game, Saeed, yeah, it's not the time.
Shush. You know Saeed likes to say that. Shush.
We'll see your videos. We'll see your videos, Saeed.
Bad timing. But
man, I will say this though. What Saeed says here, I will say this. This did make me laugh. Sorry, Lawrence. I want you to come back in, but this did make me laugh though when you were like, no, he's not played one game. He's played two.
No, because I'm confused. You're trying to throw me off as if my sample size is from Chelsea, bro. Anyone would know if I'm talking about Lavia, I'm talking about mainly his time at Southampton, bro. Because that's what we were.
I know. I'm tongue in cheek, bro. Tongue in cheek.
You need to realize something. Yeah, you're sitting there saying, "Oh, look how long it took for big clubs to look at Rice versus Lavia."
I'm being shameless.
You got to realize. There's a difference between West Ham and Southampton. Like you're aware of that, right? You are aware of that. Like we're on a different level. West Ham and Southampton. Okay.
Oh, what, you can't get pickpocketed, is what you're saying?
What I'm saying is it's a lot harder to get a player from West Ham than it is to get a player from Southampton. As we've seen with Liverpool. Yeah. They were Liverpool's feeder club for years. Right? It's a lot. Now they've been yours. So it's harder. So it's not just to say Rice is shit because he was at West Ham for longer than Lavia was at Southampton. No. Like, at the end of the day, we had a project. We got him to sign a big contract. Teams came in for him, but weren't willing to pay the fee. So, and he was cushy. And then when it got to that period, then he was like, cool. He weren't kicking up a fuss. Lavia, obviously, he saw the bright lights and the pound signs, yeah, and thought Chelsea was the promised land.
You pay him like 50k a week, bro, like 40k a week.
Okay, well, listen, what was it? I don't know what he was on at Southampton, and he might have been on food stamps or whatever.
Yeah, but 40k, 50k a week for Chelsea, bro, is a modest pay, bro.
Yeah, boy, it depends on what he was on, but it's Chelsea again. The bright lights. He thought Chelsea was going to be challenging for big.
I've seen what
he's here, death row, bro. He's here for a long time.
Let me ask D and Guna Lee first. Then we're going to move to D's question. D, what are you telling me, man? Don has said that Lavia is better than Declan Rice. We're discussing
my question's around that.
Go on, bro.
This guy is an absolute fool. We've done this with Saka. Yeah, we've done this with Saka last week. We're doing this again.
He is.
We need to put him on timeouts, yeah, because this is getting ridiculous. He's saying more ludicrous things by the week. I don't know what he's smoking or drinking, but it is affecting him. God, you need to stay off whatever you're smoking, bro. This is ridiculous.
You like ugly footballers anyway, bro. You've grown up watching some ugly footballers, Glenn Murray and that, bro. Allow it.
Allow it, bro. Allow it. You You watch Nicholas Jackson. You gave Nicholas Jackson a new contract. Allow it, man.
You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing, bro. Glenn Murray, you know. Come on, now,
bro. You got Nicholas Jackson, who's there. Who's there? He's employed at your football club till 32. Allow it, man. Allow it. Glenn Murray was a cert. If you know about Glenn Murray, he was banging in goals, you know, in the channel.
No, he was. I don't know why it's making me laugh.
Yeah, but he's ugly.
Anyways, how on earth are you talking about a player that's missed 28 games last season, 3 games so far this season, 5 games, 15 games last season? How are you comparing this player to Declan Rice? Let's just start there. First of all,
I told you why, bro.
He's not even on the football pitch like that for you to be comparing him. You're basing him off one season that he's had. That's about ability or whatever. Let him stay fit, then you can have your conversation. How is Declan Rice in a conversation with Lavia? What are you smoking,
bro?
How are you talking about Lavia versus Declan Rice right now?
Let me tell you something. If it takes you at least 3-4 seasons to tell if someone's a baller, that's you, bro.
It's not about that.
It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long. It doesn't take long to see. It doesn't take long. Let me tell you something. D. It doesn't take long for you to tell if a player is shit. Yeah, it don't take long for you to see if a player is shit. Like Calvin Bassey. Every time I watch Calvin Bassey, bro, yeah, I'm like, bloody hell. He just looks like he's gonna make a mistake every second, right? No. Same thing as a good player, bro. I saw Saliba. I keep telling people this. I saw Saliba in one game. I saw Saliba in one game in pre-season against my club. Yeah, and I said that game he is Arsenal's best defender. Yeah, I was using my eyes when I was watching him, bro. People were saying to me,
you're not using a head. He's not available. He can't play.
Bro, before he came to Chelsea, before he came to Chelsea, he played the most minutes for any under 20 in the league.
I don't care, bro.
Yeah? He's in the league. There's been a Chelsea problem. It's been a Chelsea problem, bro. It's been a Chelsea problem because he was mainly.
What are you talking about?
He was available, bro. He played enough games at Southampton for me to judge him, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's not playing right now. So how you?
Bro, I've seen enough of him in the Prem to know how good he is.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's not on the football pitch. Last season, as I said, 28 games.
What's that got to do with this? Ignore the time at Southampton. Ignore the time at Southampton then. Ignore it.
It's the past, yeah. Ignore it.
What do you mean ignore it, bro? How do you think West Ham got his move? How do you think How do you think Rice got his move?
I've seen. No. Rice got the move because Rice has been consistent, and also Rice has also been good at
from West Ham.
There's levels to this. Players can perform at levels like Southampton, but when they go to big clubs, it doesn't necessarily mean that translates there. So
and I put my neck on the line for that. I believe in it that much.
Before you compare Declan Rice to Lavia, let Lavia play at Chelsea. Let us see proper run of Lavia. Then have these discussions, because these discussions right now are pointless. You're talking about a player, what he's done about 2 seasons ago, and comparing him to Declan Rice today, when Declan Rice is always available when he's performing. When he's playing.
I don't even know. The conversation came up. I think we was talking about Lavia or whatever. The conversation came up.
But it's not.
As Terry does, big up Terry. It became a conversation about Declan Rice and Lavia. Yeah, but I didn't come on stream saying, "Oh yeah, like Lavia is better than Rice." Bro, it wasn't like that. It didn't happen.
Can you say that right now? But can you admit right now Rice is better than Lavia? Rather than all your nonsense. Okay.
No, not for me. Not for me, bro. I think Lavia is a better player than Rice. I think he's a better player, bro.
You can't even step on the football pitch.
What's your thoughts on this?
And that's the annoying part. That's the annoying part, bro.
What's your thoughts on this then, Don? Because I saw this come in. Where are we, man? Where are we? It was here we go. I was going to lean out might like this as well. So Mudryk is better than Martinelli.
That's why I'm just being quiet.
Palmer's better than Saka. Lavia is better than Rice. Yet they finished 30 points behind us. What's going on?
No. Let's actually do it because this is what. Let's go through all of the plays.
Nah, we're not going back to Chelsea again, man. We need to talk about your game. I want to talk about Declan Rice and that red card that he got. Why are we going back to Chelsea for an hour?
No. Because
we're talking about Chelsea for an hour over Palace, bro.
Don, the reason why these things happen is because you say the most egregious stuff and think you can get away with it. It's almost like you feel like get away with it
because people like you keep going back to it, bro.
No. It's almost like, obviously right now we've got this epidemic going on in London where people are stealing phones, and it's almost like you feel like you can just go around, steal someone's phone, and then walk off, go home, and do and say what you want, bro. You can't go around saying things like Palmer's better than Saka, Gusto's better than Ben White, Mudryk's better than Martinelli. You can't go around saying that you've got Lavia, who has played 3 games for Chelsea in his whole entire existence, is better than Declan Rice, and you will go around and say, or that Fofana is better or equal than Saliba in terms of the talents because he was better than him when he was at St Etienne. And then when we question you, you say, "Oh no, let's move on to the next."
No, because it's spoken about it so many times, but we're having the same conversation.
Because Don, it's every week something new. So I didn't even know you said that
every
on
week
Monday.
something new, bro.
Because
listen,
now
that's not gonna change. Whether he thinks it's funny or not. For me, Palmer is better than Saka, bro.
Okay, no,
forget Lavia is better than Rice. That's my opinion.
Palmer.
Why do you need my validation so much?
Forget Palmer.
Why do you need my validation so much?
No, we're not. We're just trying to.
Last point on this.
We're just trying to see if you're clinically sane enough to actually be walking the streets of London, because you know I live in London, D lives in London, Lawless and Potts live in London. We will need to see if you're clinically sane to be. Let me just say something,
because Lee,
because
you're
bro,
smiling, yeah.
If you're smiling that Declan Rice is, if you think Declan Rice is not as good as a footballer,
Lee, you are part of the Ashburton army now, aren't you? You got that black you got that black t-shirt on, yeah. That is all you Arsenal fans come with.
You got the skinny jeans on as well, Lee. You got the skinny
jeans. That is all they come with, people. You Arsenal fans have got so gassed because you're now up. You think you're Galacticos, yeah?
No.
Bro, let me remind you. Don't forget that you're yet to win anything, bro. I have still one.
Can I just ask you one question?
So before you start, hold on. Before you start talking about your team as if they're Galacticos, yeah, relax and take time and remember what you are, bro.
We're not,
yeah? You are not Galacticos. You have not brought nothing to the table apart from drums and black t-shirts. I keep saying this.
Okay,
take time before coming from my players.
Let's use
my players. No, Lee. Just to end it like this. If my players win something before your players.
No, that's not the case.
I've been seeing you.
Okay, I'm using your logic.
I've been seeing you cooking Arteta.
Don, this is what Don. But this is what we're trying to say to you. You say that Arsenal fans, we can't hype up our players because they haven't done anything.
You're talking like they're Galacticos now, bro.
Oh no, Don, let me finish. You say we can't hype up our players, and no one's hyped up our players like they're Galacticos. You say that
they can't be touched. They can't be compared.
You said that Don. You said that you've proclaimed now that we shouldn't hype up our players like Galacticos because they haven't won anything. Your players, as D has said, don't even get on the pitch, and you still hype them better than players that have played and proven that they are actually of a certain level and quality. So then when we ask
you're the same guy that wanted Caicedo over Rice, aren't you?
That's besides the point, but we're not talking about Caicedo, number one.
No, because now you're talking about Rice like he's world class.
But he is a very good player, bro. And
he's not better than Lavia for me.
Okay, fine. Okay, but Don. Okay, let's use your logic. No. Let's use your. Well,
it hurts him so much.
Don. Let's use your logic, though. You've just said Arsenal fans have done nothing. Arsenal players have done nothing. They've not won anything, so we shouldn't hype them up. Your players haven't even.
I never said you shouldn't hype them up. Hype them up, but just take time when you're doing it.
Okay, Don. So how can you hype up a player that hasn't played in over 18 months or 15 months of football? He's played 3 times. How? Physically, how?
I told you how, bro, because of his time at Southampton, bro. That's how.
But this is what. So you're not making sense. So if we can't hype up our players,
perfect sense, bro.
If we can't hype up our players because they haven't won anything, your players haven't even got on the pitch. So how can you still put them?
No, because you keep putting your guys so far up here as if no one can touch them. That's my point, right?
No.
Let's move on to Arsenal now. Let's move on to Arsenal.
Everybody acknowledges.
Let me tell you something.
We're gonna be here all night.
You are in serious problems, bro. What? Who's gonna help you? What? Raheem Sterling is now your lifesaver. Yeah,
Raheem the Dream, man. Come on.
Raheem the Dream is now your lifesaver, Lee. Yeah, you now, yeah, exactly. Look at your face has dropped, and now you're
because it's pointless.
You will change. You will change because you're deep in reality. You're deep in reality.
No, because I can. You know, you said, hold on. You see,
that was your turn. Let's talk about your club now.
No, hold on. I will. Hold on. Don't. You're not. You literally keep proclaiming all of these things. A lot of Arsenal fans have been very annoyed, very upset because Arsenal have not done what we should do in the transfer window. You can't sit there and say that anyone's making out that Arsenal have, sat there and been Arsenal as a club have done the right things. Everybody's looked at this transfer window and said it's 4, 5. You have got some people that have said 8, for example, because we've got Calafiori, but you're going to get that in a fan base. But the majority of people have said so. The thing is, the difference between me and you, or Arsenal fans and you currently, is that we're actually being a little bit more realistic and saying, do you know what? We're annoyed with Arteta, we're annoyed with the board because we haven't got the players in, and we've got Sterling in who may do a job, but ultimately I'm not happy with it. I've been very harsh of this club right now. I've been very harsh of Arteta. I've said it and I'll say it over again. If Arteta leaves, I won't be that upset because ultimately he's not doing what he needs to do.
They should hire you, bro.
Why? But I'm not confessing that I'm a.
No, because you can make everyone world class, though, can't you? And who's dead and who's good.
Okay, but nobody's saying that my Arsenal players are world class. But I am saying that they're very good players and they're proven.
That's fine. And from your team, I'm only taking Saliba. I'm only taking Saka.
That's fine.
And that's it.
Fine. That's fine.
it.
But so basically, no, D, that's fine. But and this is again, D, this is my point to you, Don. This is what you do, right? You say that you would only take 2 players from our
maybe Ødegaard.
But you say okay, maybe 2 or 3 players you would only take from an Arsenal squad. But when we beat you, when we actually finish above you by 15, 20 points, it's
you're a better team. You're a better unit. You're a better unit than us.
But so you're saying, but you're basically saying you've got 9 players that you would prefer because they're better than our players. But you finished 20 to 15 to 15, 20, 25 points.
You're not doing anything, bro, because I've already told you that you've got a better team than us. You've got a better unit than us. Yes.
But
your team have been playing together longer than us, bro.
But Don, you've said that you've got.
What are you getting at here? Let's talk about the game, Pops, man.
I will. Hold on. No, but Don, you keep coming out with these things. I'm not asking you to say these things. Not asking you to say these.
I said you've got a better team than us. What do you want from me, bro? What do you want me to say?
How can we have a better team, but you would only take only 3 players?
Yeah, because those are the 2 that I believe would improve my starting 11, bro. Those 2, bro.
So Raya wouldn't improve your squad.
Well, yeah, I mean Raya, yeah. If you want to put Raya in there, but I wouldn't take Raya though. He's too short for my liking.
You wouldn't take Ben White.
He's too short for my liking. No, I don't want Ben White. But I've got Gusto there, bro. What do I want Ben White for? When Gusto outperformed him and in his first season. You got a centre back that's now learning to play right back because he can't get into his natural position.
You wouldn't take.
Now I know why D just overrates these guys because you're a Palace fan. The level you've seen at your club ain't like the level that I've seen at my club.
So allow it, bro. Allow it. Let's not do this. Let's not do this. Because now I'm stepping in. Now I'm stepping in. No. The reason why I'm stepping in is check your mirrors. That's what I said at the start of the stream. Some of these players that you're talking about.
1 hour again. You're letting you guys get away with this.
Cole Palmer. Oh, it was cold when I scored a goal. And then you had, in fact,
had Haaland dunking on his head, back-to-back hat tricks, and we've spent 1 hour on Chelsea people.
Hold up, Don. Hold up. What's my doing, K? He's heat, and we got cold. Oh, heat and cold mix well together. I didn't see no cold or heat.
Lawless is sitting there, Lawless is sitting there.
Don.
You and Lawless are going to be battling with each other, and he's sitting there getting away with this. Haaland got back-to-back hat tricks against his club, and you're letting him get away with this, bro.
It don't matter.
Don't deflect.
What do you mean don't matter?
Lawless will have his time. Don't deflect.
Look at Potts as well. Yes, I'm going to talk about Arsenal much, bro.
No, I'm trying to
move on.
No. Chelsea have a better squad than Arsenal, but you only take. Wait, Arsenal have a better squad than Chelsea, but you only take 2 players.
I think Arsenal got a better team. Is what I said. So I said Arsenal got a better team.
The calculations, they're not adding up. How do you?
They are adding up because if I bring in Saliba, he'll help at the back. If I bring in Bukayo Saka, right, he'll help on that side to give me a little bit more.
Hold on, this Saka that's overrated. Hold on, wait, you would have Saka at your club.
I've always respected the numbers that Saka puts up. But the problem with Saka, don't do that because I've said Saka can become world class. Yeah, I've told you already. Saka, the main problem is he's not direct enough for me. That's my main problem.
Okay, let me.
He doesn't get involved in the game enough. That's my point.
Ben White, Raya.
I don't want Ben White, bro. I've got Gusto there, bro. I don't want Raya, bro. Raya's, bro. Me bringing in Raya is like going back to Kepa. They're both. I don't like short keepers, bro. They're both 6.
But that's besides the point. We're asking you right now. If who's the better keeper, your keepers or Raya?
Bro, Raya right now, of course.
Okay, so to improve your squad.
I don't want that profile goal. I don't want that profile goal. He's not good enough for me, bro.
That's not how you compare players. You compare players that are currently at your squad. So who would you prefer, your squad member or our squad member? So
bro, listen. All I'm gonna say on that one before we move on, Jorgensen's got something for you, man. Let's move, innit?
All right, let's move, man, because we've been on here for way too long, man, but it was fun.
Way too long, bro.
Listen, let's move. I wanted to come West Ham, but Lawless is obviously got a call that he's taking. So let's
let me just do that. I should have done that last week.
Yeah, you should have done that last week, bro. You would have done that last week. I know Lawless can hear us. We're coming for Lawless. We're coming for Lawless. We know he knows he's coming for us. But listen, man, let's talk about Arsenal quickly. D, let me come to you. Real talk. Window shut. Few Arsenal fans annoyed. Do you understand why? Do you think Arsenal done enough? Do you think City can walk it now if Arsenal haven't done enough? Where are you at on Arsenal season after this transfer window, my bro? Sterling, Calafiori, and Marino, who's now injured.
I think some Arsenal fans, I'll be honest, Lee, I've gotten to you before, but surprisingly, you've changed your tune, which I'm very happy about. But apart from you two, like genuinely, I'm not even saying that here. I'll say it if I did actually think that a lot of Arsenal fans are living in their own bubble. Like your window was
Thanks,
shocking.
fuck, we're off Chelsea, man.
Hold on. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to.
No, we're not
coming
coming back.
We're coming back to West Ham.
A lot of Arsenal fans are living in their own bubble. I would be fuming with your window. You are so close to winning a title, and you decide not to strengthen, and you decide to approach. I mean, you strengthen here and there, but the striker thing has always been a problem. It's always been a problem. It's always been a discussion. You can have Havertz there, but you don't have a capable backup option. And you lot, in my opinion, you approach this window half-hearted. Even in terms of getting deals done, it took so long. In terms of getting the actual plays in, it wasn't good enough. And then, I don't know, even I messaged in the chat and I've seen you lot speak about it, so you lot don't think like this. But the focus has been Declan Rice red card. And I get it, the frustration, whatever. But Arsenal had chances. Arsenal had chances in that game to bury that game off in the second half. But for me, I don't know about you lot, but I thought that first half performance was a bit meaty. That's my opinion. I think Saka at the start of the game, he was good. But as the game went on, Hinshelwood kind of got the grips of the moment. I think Lewis Dunk's defending caused that chance for Arsenal. But apart from that, I don't think Arsenal were that great in the first half. But surprisingly, I think in the second half, after he got a red card, I was surprised at the chances he created. So props to you there. But I think Arsenal fans should be fuming. I would be mad. I'm surprised that some Arsenal fans are still like, trust the process, trust this and that. What do you mean trust this? Like, let's be real. I don't see you winning the league this year. I don't see you winning the league. I mean, it'll be a miracle if you win the league because you haven't strengthened and finished your squad. You're very close, but you haven't done that. And it's pathetic. If you're not serious about winning titles, then you would have got the job done in the window. You would have got the job done in window. And I thought about this all season long. Since the start of the season, I don't think your games. I haven't looked at a particular Arsenal game and said, "Wow, like Arsenal are on levels." Even the Villa game, yes, you did win that game, but the performance I've seen better performance last season. The Brighton game, similar as well. Like I don't think Arsenal have been great to the start of the season.
No, I agree.
Had a terrible window. And I feel like let's see. I might be wrong, but I feel like sooner rather than later, it's going to be serious problems.
I just want you lot, people in the chat. I want my apologies. On this show, we did the predictions. I said Arsenal were going to finish third. I said Liverpool could finish top, and everybody laughed. Everybody thought I was crazy.
Gunali, I put a link in the group chat, the other week, exposing you for last year's season, the end of last season. We're going to win it this season and next season. We're going to
change the tune, though. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on. If I was looking at what we saw last season, am I not allowed to get new information to think, hold on, we can actually at a certain point win the league?
That's a big swing.
So hold on. If we're doing,
so right for him to do that.
Yeah. So hold on. So no. Throughout the season, I thought, as I said, I said, I don't think we're going to win the league earlier on in the season of last year. And then obviously what happened was
then you changed your tune.
No. What happens is at that point, I'm like, hold on, you know what? Arsenal have a good chance. Like we've got some good fixtures. We're playing well. We started beating teams 3-4, 5-0. We went on a nice run. So I'm like, hold on a second. Arsenal got a chance. So yes, I did think that Arsenal can actually win the league after the last maybe 15
last
games.
Season and this season. That's what you said.
Not this season. I didn't say Arsenal going to win.
You said you was doing 2 in a row. You said you was doing the clip.
Yes. At the end of last season, before the transfer window, because I believed Arsenal were going to go out and get a forward. I believed that Arsenal were going to go out and do what we needed to do, get rid of the players that we don't want. And actually, in truth, I didn't think that Man City would have got people like Gundogan. Now, I don't think he's going to perform amazingly well, but I think what he's going to do is bring the intangibles to Man City, which is going to definitely get them over the line. So all in all, of course, I didn't think that we was going to get Marino, who I think is an okay player, but I'm only really thinking that he was kind of like a player bought off the Euros, in my opinion. I didn't think we was going to go and spend 40-something million pounds on Calafiori. So yes, at the end of last season, I thought that we was going to go and win the league. Yes, at the end of this season, yes, at a point of last season, I changed my tune. But sorry for thinking that actually Arsenal can get it over the line over a period of time.
But what I'm saying is, don't sit here and say, "I told you, I told you."
But now in this now, Don. The same thing that we've killed Don for, I stood on what I said. I said that Arsenal ain't going to have a good season. We were crying out for people to say, hold on, Don, can you just give us a little bit of an insight of where you're going to finish? No, I got to wait till the season starts. I got to wait till the transfer window ends. No.
Wait, what's your prediction, by the way, Don?
I said this. Oh, yeah, no. He said top four. He said top four.
Do a bet. Don and D have actually got to do a bet now. The window's closed. What was the bet?
Yes.
You guys are going to do a bet.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I said exactly. Allow it, bro. You're the one that's sitting on the fence for the last 2 months about.
Sitting on the fence about what?
I agree.
Yeah,
Bro, I said we'll finish above Spurs even before the window finished, bro. And I'll say, bro, with you wasn't on it. You wasn't on doing that.
No, you wasn't on it, bro. You wasn't on
finishing above Palace. Finishing above Palace.
No. It wasn't Palace. Why would you bet that, bro?
So what are we talking about? Finishing above who?
No,
what bet are you talking about, D? What bet are you talking about?
No, you talk about title race and this and that. You say, oh, wait till the window closes. And
no, you said that you was going to finish. Yeah.
Bro, you think we'll compete with us?
D put a bet on you earlier on, and you said I have to wait till the window closed. D said, what was it that you was going to finish?
I'll be honest, I forgot.
Top four. I think it was top four. I think it was top four. Top four, yeah.
It was a bet. He bet that you wouldn't finish top four.
The bet ain't got nothing to do with Palace, so you know I don't.
What's that got to do with anything? No, D ain't doing anything. This guy, this guy is actually nasty, bro. This guy is a nasty guy.
Lawless does this. And by the way, Lawless, you're not getting off the hook. I don't care about the City game, but I got bigger.
Shout out Ben Teke, man.
Oh yeah, no. Listen, I don't know. D. We'll say West Ham. We got time. We got a bit of time, don't we? We have a little bit of time for West Ham, but we need to go back to. We won't finish on.
We need to touch on West Ham. Are you crazy?
I know. I'm sure you guys want to cook Arsenal a little bit, but can we just get to the bottom of this bet, because we had a bet. Well, D actually offered out the bet, and he said that Don, we wait to the end of this transfer window. Are you gonna say that you're gonna?
He don't remember what he betted, so he's got to go back and come back.
I remember now.
He's got to go there and come back. Eddie, when you get the receipt, come back and show me. Then we'll talk.
No. You know what I said as well,
man. Top four.
No. Get the receipt, then come back. I don't remember.
Oh, you know it was top four.
You don't think you're gonna get it? Oh my days! Hey, this guy is shook.
Don's not sure. Look at him, man. Don's not sure.
Bro, we've got enough. We've got more than enough to get top four. But I'm just saying to D, bring me the receipt and we'll talk.
We'll find that receipt, man. We'll find that receipt.
I'll make sure.
Lawless, what are you saying about Arsenal? Would you want to talk about the Declan Rice red card? Do you want to talk about Arsenal not doing enough in the transfer window? Do you think it's another second best? Do you think we'll finish worse than second best like Lee does? Or do you think we can win the title, bro? What are you saying?
Okay, let me get to the point. Let me summarize that all up nicely. First of all, transfer window, you've gave Arteta hundreds of millions and millions of pounds. He spent a shitload in his reign. He spent too much. Clearly, Arsenal have to tighten the belt. FFP, PSR. Obviously, it doesn't apply to Chelsea, but it does apply to Arsenal. So that's, I think, why you didn't go out and splash. Otherwise, you would have splashed the cash.
What do you mean it doesn't apply to Chelsea? What do you mean it doesn't apply to Chelsea? What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? Have
you not seen today? Have you not seen today that the Premier League have approved our sales of our hotels to ourselves?
Oh, well done. Hotels approved. What?
You know what I'm saying? I still stand, baby.
Hold up, Don. Don, you don't help yourself. You keep saying let's stop talking about Chelsea, but you keep this.
I love this. We just keep finding little loopholes, and this guy says we're cheating PSR and whatnot. But carry on anyway.
No, but I'm just saying, like you had these.
Carry on about me.
Apparently, Arsenal don't have no hotels, so they couldn't get the players in the league, right? So
we do. We got flats. We got flats
of Henry and that auction, man. You know what I'm saying?
Zelda Henry statue. How much is that worth?
I ain't gonna lie,
£100, mate. You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna
£100. Hey. No, I can't do that.
On the Rice,
keep going, Lawless.
All right. Yeah. So anyway, that's why that is. Yeah, you're not. I don't think you're going to win the league, but, we'll see. Like, you ain't impressed me. The Rice card thing, I said it. I get why Arsenal fans are pissed. I get looking at that and how sort of light it is and it looks harsh, right? And it looks, yes, the kick does come through on Rice, all of this stuff. But Rice, he kicked the ball away They said this season, and this is why it was very silly for Arsenal fans, they exposed themselves by putting out a clip of Declan Rice kicking the ball away and delaying a restart in a West Ham shirt. All they did in that moment was not expose hypocrisy. They exposed Declan Rice as having previous behavior for doing the same thing. They've said
a serial offender, man.
They've said this season they are cracking down on delayed restarts, right? Rice, you can see, instead of jogging back and quickly getting in position while the free kick's being taken, he knows what he's doing. He's silly. Whether you think he's put himself in that situation, he didn't need to be in that situation. Whether you think it's a yellow or not, he has to accept some responsibility.
But the ball was rolling, by the way. The ball was rolling.
No, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. In the letter of the law.
No, but by the letter of the law, to take a free kick, the ball's got to be at standstill.
No, but that's not no. That's not what we're talking about.
This is road traffic.
We're talking about delaying a restart. No. And I've posted this out. You can go check my Twitter at the Lawless. It's not up there today. I tweeted out the screenshot.
Yeah, oh no, I'm sorry. Don't you worry. I ignored that shit.
So you know.
Let me just say something then. Hold on. You know what it is? Because when we get to West Ham, I'm going to question you about your letter of the law of a certain player that you've got with his old funny cards that he's been involved with. So we'll get back to the letter of the law with you.
Now let Lawless land, because I want to speak about certain midfielders in your team that get put on a different pedestal. Yeah?
Nowhere does it say that
you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some. Everyone's gonna get
nowhere does it say does the ball have to be stationary. We're talking about delaying a restart. We're not talking about obstructing a free kick. We're talking about delaying a restart. That's why the yellow card was issued. Doesn't matter if it was moving or
the ball was moving.
But it doesn't matter because he delayed the restart regardless. Nothing about that. That's what he did, right? He obstructed the player from stabilizing the ball. Usually when the ball's rolling, the player quickly puts their hand on the ball, don't they? And then they kick it. Couldn't do that, right? So he knew what he was doing. Now, there was a similar incident earlier on where the ball was kicked by a Wolves player. I don't know if it was Pedro or whatever, right? For the throw-in, and it was kicked after the whistle. I don't know whether they've given him the benefit of the doubt. I can see that looks bad, and I said that in a moment. He probably should have got a yellow card. They're probably giving him the benefit of the doubt that momentum's come through and he was going to kick it anyway. It's a different thing because Rice, they're not the same incident. Rice knew what he was doing. The foul was committed. He committed a foul. Then he didn't think, oh, the game's still going and it's still going on. No, he knew what he was doing. This is Rice. You showed the clip. Arsenal fans exposed him for doing it before. So therefore, and don't talk about consistency because we know there isn't any, right? But in this instance, the law was applied appropriatly. Now,
Lawless, can you show us your bank balance from the PGMLO, MLO, or whatever the hell it's called? Because that is a load of fucking cock and ball, mate.
Because I know it's true with your team, Lawless. If this is your team,
well done.
Ultimately, when you look at that incident, the first thing, and actually, to be fair, I'm not even going to take his shine. Lead judges said it. I didn't even see it. I didn't realize this until actually later on. By the letter of the law, thumbs down, not thumbs up. By the letter of the law, he took it from the wrong place. So that's number one. By the letter of the law. Number
doesn't
two,
matter because he's delayed the restart. It doesn't matter.
Matters, man.
He's obstructed. It doesn't matter.
No.
Why is Rice there? Why is Rice getting in his way? Why is Rice kicking the ball away?
He was there. Of course he was there. No, hold on. If you're going by the letter of the law, he took the free kick from the wrong place. That's number one. Number two, the ball was rolling. The ball was still moving. So you can't say, you're going to say that he obstructed it. No, you're right. No, I get your point. You're saying that the ball was still, it doesn't matter because the ball, so it was an obstruction. So he didn't get the chance to take it. Yeah, he delayed it. But the ball was still rolling. He had to have, the defender from Brighton would have had to stop the ball properly because the ball can't be rolling just like on a goal kick. The ball can't be rolling.
It takes 2 seconds to stop the ball. It takes like 1 second.
But that's besides the point. He threw it forward and he threw it into the direction of where Rice was, and then Rice decided to do what he did. So I'm not excusing his behavior.
He put the ball in a different trajectory.
Players do that all the time, Lee. Players do that all the time. We see that all the time.
You're right, but my point is that to give the yellow card when those two incidents that happened prior, you can't give a yellow card. That's my issue. It's not that he didn't make a mistake, because of course Declan Rice is at fault, but to give the yellow card in that instance is
okay.
incorrect.
That's fine. So cool. There was a few little things in there that you can argue. Yeah, Rice should have got a yellow. Rice shouldn't have got a yellow. I get all of that. Let's talk about his performance, though, people. Yeah,
Poor.
because Declan Rice, once again this season, bro, he has no. Where is he?
Once
He's not
again.
turned up.
Once
He's
again.
not turned up.
You can't say
No.
once again, Don. You
Once
can't say
again.
When I say once again, I'm talking
he
about my
started
take.
really badly, but it's not once again.
Let me say once again, yeah, because when I talk about Declan Rice, I don't think of this guy as an 8. And even last season, when you guys can say he was performing in that role, I kept saying, bro, when I'm watching this guy with my eyes,
I agree with that.
it's not nice.
Yeah,
It's not nice, right? This guy is not an 8, yeah. And the sooner he gets moved from that position, the better for you, man.
I said
Right?
yesterday, judges, he's more of a Carrick than a Gerrard. I said that he is. He's definitely more of a Carrick.
Carrick
He is a defensive
Carrick.
midfielder.
No, in
Emphasis
terms
on the
of the position, he's not a Gerrard, is he? He's not a. You don't look at Declan Rice as a. Oh my God, he's going to score all our goals like Gerrard.
Yeah.
He's going to drive us forward.
I
like
think
Gerrard.
He's not an all.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Declan Rice is not.
So
Yeah.
he's like Carrick in terms of not. I'm not comparing the players
Yeah,
in
no,
terms
no,
of the
no.
quality. I'm talking about the position on the pitch, right?
Yeah.
So
As in,
Declan Rice is Declan Rice isn't all action in terms of getting up and down on the pitch. Declan Rice is all action in that defensive midfield.
There you
box,
go. That's what I'm
that
getting at.
position.
Yeah.
He's that guy. He's gonna win the ball back. He can press like a machine. He can spray passes out left and right. Right.
He's an
sorry, to
athlete.
the
Bro.
wing.
He's an athlete.
He's an absolute beast. He can carry the ball forward. He's got amazing feet. He's got all the
Amazing
things all the things that I thought. Of course he does.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
All the things that I thought he didn't have. No. He does. Like Declan Rice is
Amazing feet. How? What do you mean by that? What? You telling me he gets out of tight?
Declan Rice is a fantastic footballer. But before the
No, but let's go back a little bit. You said he's got amazing feet. What do you mean by
He's
that?
got amazing feet. I just said that's what I'm just mentioning.
No,
I'm doubling down.
What does he do with his feet? That's amazing. What does he do with his feet?
I'm doubling down.
Yeah, he got a foot fetish for Rice, bro. It's crazy.
No. Hold on. He's got a great finish on him. Yeah, all of these things. Yeah, look, this is where the thumbs up comes. He's got great finishing. He's got great finish. All the things that he's got to do with his feet. He's got great passing, especially
every time you mention his feet, I can just think of him barefoot now, bro.
He's an absolute tank. Really
got amazing
week in a week. Listen, you know what? I'll be honest, bro. I might find out if he actually has got nice feet by I might find out somehow. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I ain't got a foot fetish though. I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Bro, when I okay, Lee, let me ask you. I'll ask you that question, yeah, because if someone said if Lawless, if D says to me right now, or Lee says he's got amazing feet, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about the flair, right? He's talking about how he moves with the ball, right? When you say Declan Rice has amazing feet, what are you referring to, bro? What
I'm
is
talking
it
about his range of passing. I'm talking
the length of the toes,
he can
or what?
actually.
The nail bed, what is it?
I'm talking about the fact that. Nah, man, Declan Rice is a fantastic player, man. He is, man. He's muddy.
You know what it is, though, Lee, right?
Man.
He's laughing off. He can't answer. He's laughing off because
I'm being serious. He's a good footballer. He's actually a good footballer, man.
We all know that.
He's technically good.
He played 62. He played 62 games last season, and I think we can tell, right? The guy just doesn't quite look the same for me this season. He definitely isn't an 8, in my opinion. Some people think he's good there. I think he's a better 6. And I think that's why we brought Marino in, who's now bloody injured, so it's not good. But for me, the red card situation. Say again.
Your bench is scary, I'll be honest. I know all of the players that you saw, they were kind of like players that you didn't want in the first place, but you
scary in what way? Scary in what way?
It's so bad. Like,
oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Your bench is you're on the fringes, like 1 or 2 injuries.
Yeah, that's what I mean, bro. Like, listen, I had no problem with us selling Emil Smith Rowe, Reece Nelson, Eddie Nketiah, Fabio Vieira. I was more than happy to say goodbye to those players. We have replaced Nelson and upgraded him with Sterling, which is an upgrade. I like Reece, but come on, let's just be real. Like, Reece wasn't that for Arsenal, but that's it, man. Like, literally, we've brought in Marino. And we've got Ethan Nwaneri, who's been promoted, who, by the way, looks a baller. Do not get me wrong, but it's a massive risk to bring him in at 17 when you're going for a title. Yeah. We have not replaced Eddie Nketiah, who I don't think was good enough. I know we had that conversation last time. Maybe he'll do well at Palace, but definitely not for Arsenal. Yeah, but we've not replaced him. we should 100% have gone for another creative midfielder and a striker to complete our window, and we didn't bother. So for me, I think Man City were doing 5 in a row, and I honestly believe that if people were to say to me that Arsenal will finish clear of Liverpool, I'm not going to sit there and say that we will, because Arsenal right now with a couple of injuries in the wrong places, I agree with Don. If we lose Bukayo Saka, yes, Sterling's going to come in and potentially show some cover, but he's nothing like Saka. Come on, like let's just be real. Sterling is not a Bukayo Saka. You don't bring Sterling in and go, wow, it's like Saka's in the room still. Like, let's be real. Saka is one of our most important players. I still don't think Ødegaard can go down. And dare I say it, I still don't think Saliba can go down, even though we're stacked in defence. I still don't think we have that right side.
Even Pops, I'll be honest with you, mate. It was only a few weeks ago that it made me really, you said it, and that dawned on me that, bro, if Ødegaard goes down, we are absolutely screwed.
Finished.
Like, we're finished. And my thing is, do you know what? Even people are saying the quality on the bench, I know we're missing players. Mate, the players that we're missing, I'm not even making excuses because they're crap. Gabriel Jesus, I'm actually starting to despise him. Like, I'm looking at him and Tomiyasu. I'm looking at him. I'm looking, bro, and I've been saying
this is how I feel about Reece. This is how I feel about Reece.
The fact that I look at him and I'm like, bro, it's not. You know what? It's not even the injuries. I mean, it is the injuries, but it's more the guy came in and he's said that he wanted to be the number 9. And then a few months later, like a few months ago, he's saying that he's not a goal scorer. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, you come in saying that you want to be the main number 9. You give all of this false hope to the Arsenal fans, saying that you want to be the main character. You're on, what is it, 250k, and you're just talking all of this nonsense about, oh,
he's on 250 a week.
Oh, he's on 250k a week, bro. What the
fuck?
Man?
Jesus, man.
Yeah, you might not playing well these days, isn't it? Havertz is your highest paid player, right?
No, but listen. But the thing is, and I keep saying it. People can mention all they want about Havertz, but okay, fine, Havertz missed an opportunity, but Havertz is playing worthy of getting near enough that money. I'm not saying he's done enough to get all of it, but he's put up numbers. He's contributing. He's contributing in terms of not only numbers but performances. No one can say anything about. Listen, we were down to 10 men, and I watched that game. I didn't go to the game on Saturday, but I watched that game, and he put in a shift. He put in a shift in that performance. Yes, he in the clutch moment, but even the thing he did before that, maybe we'll say that Jesus can do it, but this wasn't happening with but this wasn't happening a year ago with Havertz. Havertz wasn't doing this. So at least with Havertz, you can say, you know what, you're pulling your weight. You're pulling your weight to the point where maybe you don't deserve 275, but you're doing enough to, or I don't know how much is you on.
You're doing enough for people to not be talking about your wages.
Yeah. There you go. But with Jesus, he's always injured, and then you know what he does the next day? Goes on a bike at the Soba, our training ground. I'll be back soon. Tomiyasu, another one. I see him in more Asics commercials than on the pitch. I'm seeing all of these funny guys looking funny in the light now. And ultimately, as I said, it was only a few weeks ago when I did a Arsenal show with Potts, and Potts asked me, he asked the panel, who's the most important player? No, it wasn't that. What's the most important transfer? And I said replacing Saka, getting a replacement for Saka, and everybody was like, no, it's not. And Potts was like, getting somebody for Ødegaard, and I didn't think about it until he said it. And now I saw Ødegaard. He looks like he got kicked on the weekend, and he looks to be, limping around. That's why he came off. He didn't have a great performance, but fine, whatever. It happens.
Another one. He ain't been good.
But again, this is my issue again, Don. Where you can't get onto Ødegaard because he's been so good for us. He's lived up to his performances.
No. But you can get onto him because last season, half of the season, bro, he was nowhere to be seen, bro. It's the second half when you lot came from Dubai. That's when he came to life.
As a team, okay, fine. Look, okay, you can criticize however you want, but cool. Like, I think he's done more than enough. But for me,
he's still inconsistent, though, Lee. He's still inconsistent.
The inconsistencies are more of a minimum than like other players in the league, especially people like Maddison and all of those players. But why
are we doing that, bro? Why do you other teams are talking about your problem right now?
No. I'm just saying in general, the quality of this player. This guy, I'm not gonna kill this guy. Like, he does more than enough for this team. He creates a lot. He scores goals. He gets non-penalty goals. He does everything off the pitch, like all the intangibles, all the things you want from a captain. You can't get this guy. You can't flack this guy.
Why is he always getting taken off as a captain then? Why?
When he got taken off the other week because he on the weekend because he was injured.
No, but it's not the first time he's been taken off, and he's your captain.
Yes, but he does get kept when we're winning, but we don't lose games. So when he gets
bro, there's been times where it's a tight game, he gets taken off.
Bro,
he has for me, he has started media and he has missed 2 sitters, bro.
Yes, he has. But again, my only thing I'm trying to say to you, it's not even like I'm.
You think he's got credit in the bank? What you're saying, Lee? Right?
Yeah, I'm not doing the Ødegaard.
Two things can be true at once, though. Ødegaard can ghost. He ghosts in big games. That's number one. Yeah.
Okay.
There's been many examples. You can give me examples where he's turned up in big games, like against Spurs and that. But I can give you examples where he hasn't at the same time. Right?
Yeah. But
like I said, last season he was crap for at least half of the season until the new year, bro. That's when he started to turn up.
Yes,
and I was even saying, even myself, I was saying Ødegaard is playing at a world-class level. Right? That's what I was saying. Right?
Yes.
Ødegaard as a player.
You're still negating the biggest fact. You're still negating the biggest fact.
Ødegaard as a player has got world-class ability, but it doesn't mean that he's not inconsistent, bro. Ødegaard is inconsistent, bro, in large parts at times.
But the thing that, again, this is my issue. You're saying in large parts, that is absolutely false because I see it week in and week out. I go to games, I'm seeing this guy, he turns up in most games. And if you're saying he doesn't turn up in the big games, there's only 6 out of 38. So that doesn't make any sense. The guy, more time than not, to say that he's inconsistent for large parts would be months on end. That is absolutely not true.
Last season, he was inconsistent for a large period of the season, bro. So far, he's
saying that no. What you're saying is no. Let me make sure you understand. At the first half of the season, Arsenal weren't playing well as a team. He was playing well. The individuals were playing well, but we were just very methodical and very mechanical. But not to say that we weren't playing well. We just were playing a different kind of football.
We weren't playing well last season at the start.
No, but yes, because we were playing very mechanical. Because we were trying to do is win the league.
Is that playing well? Yes or no? Is that playing well?
No. But it's not playing poorly. That's what I'm trying to say to you. It's not playing poorly.
It was poor, bro. It was. Let's be real,
bro.
Last season, listen. For me, football was not fluid at the beginning.
For me, it's semantics. You can't. Nobody on this planet, nobody's on this planet can say anything about Ødegaard where the guy isn't good enough. The guy doesn't turn up.
I never said that.
No, I know. I'm just listing. When you look at Ødegaard, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes he does ghost big games. I'm not gonna lie. There have been opportunities. There have been times where he has been subbed off, but they are few and far between. And people, just like with the Saka limp, they take one little instance and then they just run with it. Because in truth, bro, Saka limps every game, but they only look at when he loses. Bro, Ødegaard, he'll get subbed off in games where we're winning at the end of a game, and we will bring on El Nene to run around, bro. Like we're winning games, bro.
No, that is true. That is true.
So for me, when people look at Ødegaard, the guy is absolutely a creative monster. This pieces of skills that he does in a game,
he's a baller, man.
He's got a highlight reel which is unbelievable. And in games, he will turn up more times than not. And I also agree with you, Don. I'm not gonna hide away from that. There have been big games where I've been very disappointed with him where he has been subbed off. But again, I just think people get carried away and run with that. But listen, I'm not gonna disagree with anything that anyone's saying about Arsenal. I'm extremely disappointed, and I just find Arsenal pathetic. I keep saying the reason why Arsenal aren't an elite club isn't because we haven't won the Champions League. It's because when it comes to the transfer window, we act like little whimpers. We act like little boys, that don't know what they're doing. We actually act I'll be honest, and it's not even a disrespect. We actually act like people like Crystal Palace, where we're just a bit like on the cusp of going to the next level. And if we're gonna act like that, you can't call us an elite club. And for me, that's why I will never say that Arsenal are an elite club, because we don't act like it when the transfer window. In our 130-year history, we've only had 10 years of spending proper money. We've always been the nearly men. And now I look at this squad and I'm like, getting Sterling. I don't even think it's a criticism of Sterling. I just look at the squad and I'm like, bro, if he didn't come out and say that or have the issue with Maresca the other day, we wouldn't have got him. So listen, man, Eze was right there, Neto was right there. As I was told, 100% we were in for both of them. I was told 100% Eze. And listen, like, it's not even about me being muddied right now. I don't actually care. But ultimately, like you've just dropped the ball and you've spent money on players that I just didn't feel like we needed. So for me, if Arteta goes at the end of the season, I don't care. I want Edu out anyway. I feel like the board needs to be sacked. I feel Kroenke's, I think, as Dan said, I think as Turkish has said, that mask is slipping. The mask is definitely slipping. And yeah, man, like, listen, Arsenal are finishing third, and that's why I'm not even that shocked, because I already done said it. So yeah, listen, man, if it's hashtag Arteta out, it is what it is at this moment in time.
So you're basically saying that you're going to be remembered just like Spurs. That's what you're saying.
Nah, come on, let's not go too far, man. Let's not go
too far. He's saying he's saying that you're gonna finish third. So surely that must mean that
what I mean, that's it. Sorry,
what I will say, I do think Arsenal will win something this season. So that's the difference. But yes, in the league, yeah.
What are you gonna win this season? We're gonna win this season.
We'll win a cup. What cup?
What cup?
Whichever one, I don't know, man. I'm not that bothered.
You're gonna win the Champions League.
That's not enough to save.
Whichever one. No. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, Lee. Let's go back a little bit and bring you back to reality. Don't say whichever one as if you just got to a final of a Carabao Cup like my club.
What's that got?
You know what I'm gonna say? Or you just got to a semi-final of an FA Cup like my club.
What's that got to do with anything?
My point is, you lot haven't really gone far in competitions recently, bro. To be so confident and so sure, you're gonna win something, bro.
No,
yeah?
With
these Avengers, I keep calling them Avengers because that's why you don't like to talk to them like.
But what's that got to do with anything?
Avengers, right? Arteta is yet to reach a final with these man, right? You are not confident. You are not confident. You've just sat there and called Arsenal.
So how did he get the FA Cup?
Bro, he got the FA Cup with the team that Emery had, bro, and the team that Wenger had.
But doesn't that make him a better? Hold on, that makes him a better manager then, yeah?
Bro, I'm talking about the team that he's built. The team that he's built, he hasn't won anything with that team, bro. Yeah, this team right now is his team.
So he's gone backwards.
This team right now is his team. But you're sitting there saying, you even say whatever cup, as if you've been seeing bare finals in the past 4 years. But you haven't seen a single final with this guy.
That doesn't hold on, Don. It does. So does every season are the same two teams in the final of every cup?
No. But I'm asking you which one, and you can't tell me, bro.
No,
because if I ask a Man City fan, they'll tell me, oh yeah, maybe the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup as well.
Either one of the two cups. What do you mean? I don't know which one that Arsenal.
You're gonna win the FA Cup then, are you?
Either one, bro. Either one.
All right, cool.
Say less. You're not. It's not.
At least you know it's got the Champions League, though. At least you know that.
No. When I said the two cups, I meant FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. I didn't mean the Champions League. I meant the two cups.
Boys, we're gonna be here all night. Can we quickly talk about West Ham?
Let's move, man, because we are you guys. My goodness.
I just got a quick question. I got a quick question about West Ham. Then I'm done with West Ham. I called your manager. What did I call your manager? You know the words, because you wake up with my words in your head. You sleep with it as well, because it agitates you. He's a weak manager. And I'm not even saying that just for the Man City game. Your manager is weak, Lawless. And all I have to say to you, is my eyes are on you. 3 points in 3 games for a club that's supposedly meant to be fighting top 4. Jeez Louise. All I'm saying is we will be there, Lawless. We will be there for the Fulham game.
They're not that far away from the likes of Chelsea, you know. So
how many points?
They're not even that far away from the likes of Everton. That's the funny thing.
Sorry, how many points does Palace got? How many has Palace got?
But we're not fighting for top 4. So just
D, you know you're lucky. You're lucky West Ham. You know what? You're lucky West Ham exists because Pep has the biggest unbeaten record against a single position is against his club. You know what I'm saying? Haaland, back-to-back hat-trick against your club. He scored in his debut against your club.
No.
You know what I'm trying to say, Lawless?
Don't you can cook him. Don't you can cook him. But I just need Lawless to know. I want him to sleep. I don't want him to sleep happy at night. I want him to realize this. You got Fulham, you got Chelsea coming up, and you got Brentford. All I'm saying is for a top 4 club, I'm expecting more than 3 points.
Are you worried, Lawless? Are you worried, Lawless?
Yeah. No, I can't lie, boss. You might have to get a Fulham. You might have to get a Fulham guy on this panel, you know, because Lawless, I'm hearing you lot ain't gonna win. I'm hearing you lot ain't gonna win that game. Is that the case?
Well, according to D wants to sit here and say how we're not that far from Everton, while his club is literally 1 point from Everton.
Yeah, I know. I don't deny that though.
Literally 1 point.
You think can be true. Where your 3 points? We're 1 point. But
okay,
my Palace, I've never seen.
I forgot to mention earlier, D. By the way, Kamada guy is meaty, bro.
Anyways, just let go of Chelsea. I don't want to talk about Chelsea anymore. I've spoken about Chelsea enough.
Palace.
Lawless. All I have to say is Lawless. All I have to say, you're going to disagree with me because you're in your own world. You're just deluded in your own world. and some of your fans are real, which I rate, but a lot of them ain't. Because the majority of the fans who want Lopetegui to work, you know that he'll be mudded, and you're not really logical about Lopetegui because you all want David Moyes out. So you need this to work for you lot. That's what I've realized. That's what I realized about the section of your fan base. But what I'm saying is, Lawless, I've been watching West Ham because of you. You've been talking a lot. I watched the Bournemouth game, bang average. City game, you could have. I know it's City, but you could have conceded 4 at least. Your defense, your whole pattern, average. And the goal that he scored, let's be real, it was fluky, came out of nowhere, and it wasn't deserved. What I'm saying is, Lawless, you have to start performing, because games like Palace, you can beat us 2-0, but even in that game, I did say your performance wasn't great. That performance is sooner than later. It's going to catch up to you. So eyes on you for the Fulham game, the Chelsea game, and the Brentford game. I hope for your sake you pick up more points, because you spent a lot of money and kept your best players, and you yourself were talking about top 4.
You know what? Do you know what though, D? Hold on. You know what? No. I feel like this is actually a little bit unfair, because the part that reality is hitting him. The part that I didn't hit me. I'm just waiting. I think D. There's a lot of hate coming from D, but fair enough. Like, it happens. But
I said this at the start though. It's not about hate. I said this before. Like, I keep my words. Like I
but I'm just talking about that game.
Really if I'm talking about that game,
I don't think West Ham would that bad. I think, especially in the second half,
they weren't. Actually, weren't.
They actually were on Man City a little bit, like
on a counter.
No, but they had a few, man. Like Jared Bowen.
On a counter, you were better. But I'm looking from the first game of the season against Villa. Remember, they played more than just a City game. I'm looking at a Villa game. I'm looking at our game. I'm looking at the Bournemouth Cup game, and I'm looking at this game. You did have a few, decent spell for like 15, 20 minutes or so. And then what was the end score? What was the end score at the end of it? So you had your moment. Everyone has their moments in the game. Overall, Lawless, if you think, and I'm actually, let me ask you this question. Do you think West Ham have performed at the levels they should so far this season?
It's fucking Man City! It's Man City! The best team in the fucking world! I'm not hearing it! Shut up, man!
Who's talking about Man City? Who's talking about Man City? Who's talking about Man City? I'm talking about your
man. You just sit there and said, "Oh, we didn't have this and we didn't do this against Man City." I'm not fucking hearing it. What are you doing against Man City?
You're still going to be fighting for top 4. You're fighting for top 4, yeah?
The comments are crazy.
All right, cool.
I never said it was.
Remember, next game is Fulham. It's Fulham. It's not Man City. And I'm telling you, sooner rather than later, them results are going to catch up. And I'm going to see on West Ham Fan TV saying, "Oh, I can't stand this guy. It's 130 million pound. Oh, you're gonna be crying. You're gonna be crying sooner rather than later." I have warned you months in advance when he was first hired. So, anyways, that's my judgment. We'll see.
You know what? Look at this. You have such a backwards way of looking at things. You're so backwards, yeah.
No, I'm just
new manager. You're backwards, right? First 3 games of the season under the new manager, instead of logically thinking the manager's going to get up to speed with this team, the team are going to get an understanding, the new signings are going to get up to speed with each other. This team is, eventually going to get cohesion. You're looking at it, whose performances are going to catch up to you, not your performances can improve. Like if we're talking a sample size of over, 6 months or whatever, then you could say, boy, or even 3 months. Like, you can't keep performing at that.
Not necessarily, Lawless. You know why? You know why, Lawless?
Talking about. Wait, hold the phone.
Let him land.
Let me freaking land, because I've heard all of you landed in the flipping Bermuda Triangle tonight. Yeah. Now I'm going for Gatwick. Yeah, because let me tell you something. You're sitting there criticizing my manager. Look at the start we've had. Aston Villa, one of the most hyped teams from last season, finished in the top 4. Then we had Palace away, which we smoked you, right? Then we had
the performance.
Best
meaty.
Then what was your performance then? Below meaty.
I did say Glasner got that wrong. Okay, I said that.
But what did they say? Do you remember last season?
Great.
Arsenal kept putting in shit performances and winning, right? What did people say? Oh, it's a sign of a good team if you play shit and win.
Compare yourself to Arsenal.
I'm just saying, it's a sign of a good team, apparently, yeah, to play shit and win. That's what I keep hearing, yeah?
They weren't playing shit, though. Arsenal last season playing shit?
The first part of the
First half,
season,
first
yeah,
half
they
were.
was scraping
Yeah,
results.
but the second part of the season, you're looking at one.
Okay, so we're not even in the fucking second half.
Oh,
We're
but
3 games
the reality
in,
is,
man.
you got Lopetegui. That's what I'm telling you. You're talking about.
You don't know
part
shit
one,
about
part two, part three,
Lopetegui.
episode
Why-
one.
why-
Forget about the episodes. We are here. We are here. We're living.
Why
We're
have you
living. You've got
anointed
Lopetegui as a
yourself
manager.
as the world's premier Lopetegui expert? You've just like all of a sudden, like you know Lopetegui more than anyone. You've watched him everywhere.
I think
can't
Lopetegui
wait.
released
I can't wait.
D in the summer. Hey, Lawless, he released D in the summer. He released him from West Ham, bro. Because his hate is personal, bro.
You know what, though? You know what? Lawless,
This
I
is
wanna
me off,
ask
yeah?
you.
This guy's full of shit. Last week he tried to sit there and say, "I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care."
I don't
You know what,
care.
though?
But you
Lawless, do you
fucking
think
care.
do you think you've bought a few too many players? Because you had that you're I can't remember the DM, but he looks average, mate. That your DM looks
Rodriguez.
average,
No,
man.
the reality is, there's a
I'm
lot
not
of average
feeling it.
players that they bought, but a lot of people.
Have you not seen that
Fulkrug.
video of Fulkrug where he's literally 5 yards offside and he still gets caught by
Yeah, no, but this was the thing though. This why I was getting pissed off. A lot of people, non-West Ham fans, were doing this hype as well. They were looking at namesake. I think Wan-Bissaka has probably been the best performing player so far in terms of the new signings. You can't really deny that. And even though he just came on
sit there and
against,
say he's all right, Lee. He's been fucking amazing. Yeah, don't
Who?
sit there. And
No, I'm saying
downplay.
on Saturday he looked alright. He looked alright on Saturday.
Yeah, he looked.
no,
fucking
Wan-Bissaka's
brilliant.
been good.
That's
But
how
apart
it
from
is.
that, we'll see. So Lawless, okay, that's fine. So you're living off the hype that it's start of the season, you will only improve from here onwards. Okay, you'll find out the hard way. That's
I'm living
fine.
off facts. You
No,
know what I
that's
mean?
fine. You'll find out the hard way. Trust me, because your manager is dusty. I just want you to realize that, and I can't wait. You're gonna.
Yeah. Okay, then what does that make your manager? Yeah, one fucking
but-
point in
no,
3
no.
games.
Okay, hold on.
0
Let's
points
talk
against
let's
my
talk about our
dusty
managers.
team and
Let's
my
talk about
dusty
our
manager.
managers. Let's talk about our managers. In your video, hold up. You had your video on your channel and you said, "Oh, this was before the Villa game, so I don't know. Maybe you changed your mood after 3 games, but you did say, "Oh, we need to start the season strong. Look at Glasner." These were your words. You said, "Look at Glasner. He went into Palace. Hold up, let me land. He went into Palace and he got results straight away." Why?
I was
Because
wrong.
A
I was
good
wrong.
manager will be able to work with his team.
He drew
Will be
to
able to work with
Everton.
his team, and that's what he done. But anyways,
His first game
done
was
with
a draw
talking
to Everton, you know?
So we'll see.
Lawless, let me ask you this. Lawless, let me ask
Wait.
you this. You got Fulham,
Okay.
Chelsea, Brentford, Ipswich. How many points out of 12?
Fulham, Chelsea, Brentford, Ipswich. Yeah, out of a possible 12 points, I'm gonna say
3 points. 3 points.
at least six minimum, 6, 7. Right?
Wait, which ones are home?
He
and which ones are away?
He beat us again when you play at the London Stadium.
Yeah, do you know? I think we'll get a. We're not gonna lose to Chelsea.
Yeah. Where are you playing them at? Are you playing? Who?
London Stadium. London Stadium. We always play them away first, bro.
Yeah.
got-
Come on, yeah.
got
I'm
Fulham
going West
away.
Ham. I'm going.
That's the game last season when Caicedo had a stinker on his debut, bro.
He gave away a penalty. And
Enzo missed a penalty as well.
I actually can't wait for that. I can't wait. I actually can't wait. I can't wait for those games. I can't wait.
Glasner didn't
To be
hit the
fair-
ground running though. I just want to put that out there, yeah, because he drew to drew to Everton, then got slapped up to Spurs 3-1, then drew to Luton, yeah, then drew to Forest, yeah, Glasner, then lost away to Bournemouth.
I'll keep
Then
reading.
lost
Keep reading the
4-2.
features. Hey, wait for it, you lot. Wait for it, you lot. Keep reading it. Keep going. Yeah, keep
Then
going.
lost 4-2, yeah, to Man
Yeah.
City,
Yeah.
yeah, and then started picking up results.
No. What happened?
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, that's
What
not
happened?
relevant.
What happened?
No,
What happened?
it's not relevant.
Exactly.
It's
What
not
happened?
relevant.
You want to
Wait,
say?
okay.
Okay,
But-
but they flipped the
Lawless.
win at Anfield, right?
if
That's
you
what-
don't beat if you don't beat or draw against Chelsea, mate, it's gonna look spooky.
I
for
think
you,
I'll be honest. I'm
considering
calling it right now, people. I'm looking at the Ipswich game. I think that's a game for Ipswich to pick up points. Let's see.
Is that away, Lawless?
No, I don't think so.
Nah, it's
man.
at home.
I don't think so. It's at
When
home.
I-
gonna
when
look-
I-
it's
I
you
feel
know
like
that-
it's gonna be them away teams, man. Sorry, them home teams. Like they win because
But, like,
they're home.
Let's
Do you
see,
know
man.
what? Yeah, and I'm going to get onto Don, yeah, because he's not getting onto me too bad. But I have to say, like,
Yeah,
Chelsea are getting that grace, yeah. Like he's taking that grace period of new manager, new players, yeah. Everyone else gets this grace period. Why don't we get? Why is the pressure on immediately? Like Villa at home. Oh shit!
You know
lost
why?
against
Okay,
Villa
shall I
at
explain
home.
why?
You
Shall I
lost
explain
against Man City
Shall I
at home.
explain why? Shall I explain why? You kept your core. And a lot of teams, for example, Palace, we still kept our core, but we sold 1 or 2 players, for example. With you lot, you kept your core. On top of that, you spent £130 million worth of players, and you done a prediction on your channels, and I was seeing 4th place, 5th place, question marks, etc. So you lot were talking like that. So if you're going to talk about 4th and 5th and put that expectations on yourself, so we're going to be here to judge you on that. So
do you know what? I'm actually gonna stick up for Lawless a bit here, right? I'm gonna, right? I'll tell you why. Because I believe the first 3 games I had West Ham picking up very little points. I thought they'd lose to Villa. I thought they'd lose to Man City, and I actually thought it was a draw against Palace. So they have actually got the win that I didn't expect, which was against Palace. For me, I think that these next 4 games, this is where I judge Lopetegui. Because
we're only 4 points off Arsenal, by the way. We're 4 points off Arsenal.
Like, you might not have. I'm just curious. Have you watched the games or have you just seen the highlights?
I've only seen highlights, bro.
Yeah, only seen highlights. I've watched the game so far this season because I wanted to see this West Ham top 4 West Ham side that a lot of people hyped them out. I watched the game. I even watched a league.
Biggest hater, you know.
I found a stream for that. I've been watching every single game.
Go to my review on my channel, Lawless. Go to my review of the Man City game. Look at the comments, full of Man City fans saying you gave us a game. Wow,
they actually did. West Ham did play. That's what. Why should I'm
saying Man City were clinical enough in that first half. That could have been 4-5-0.
So, oh my God! You just sitting there. You sit there and cook D. You're saying like, oh, if we took our chances. You're saying, Don.
Comments are saying you're little bro to them. You're not a serious team. They're like, oh, well done, boys. Keep your head up.
What? Like your Spurs is little bro. Where's your big bro, Deji?
You want to use that? You want to use that for Man City, but I can't use that same logic, D. You've done yourself.
Oh, in it,
bro. You say wild stuff.
Exactly. No. I don't say wild stuff. You just like at these 3 goals up against you. No. My manager got you. That's what you kept saying, bro. Head to head and all that.
That's what I'm saying.
We got a wrap. Lawless, anything last thing you want to say?
Exactly.
Anything last thing you want to say?
Him and Lee, you love to walk into pickles, bro. But go on, Put. See you at the show, man. See you at the show.
Listen, last thing I'll say is it's a marathon, not a sprint. 3 games in, I'm seeing improvements. Yeah, the players are starting to get up to speed. We got an international break, right? The players can do a bit more training that ain't going away. I've seen enough in this team to know when it clicks, it's gonna click, and we're gonna be moving. Yeah, so don't worry.
I will say though, Lawless, Antonio.
He's
as well.
He's a bench player. He's just a bench player. Right? Yeah, I mean, cool. Little backup.
But no, he needs to change that. He needs to change that because
that's got player now.
Let's Taffy needs to just pipe down as well because he held it to his rivals 3-0. And he said Wan-Bissaka was shitting off and nothing going forward. And guess what? He smoked Palace's whole defense.
No. He is. No, but Staffy is so right about that because I did say this as well. He's a Spanish David Moyes, and you will find out sooner rather than later.
Well, Staffy indeed. I'm going to see it, Dave. Holding the L, holding the W. Let's close on the super chats. Netweed says Arteta doesn't have greener grass, only second-rate weed. Netweed is not into it. Goonally, loving life in second place. I see. Goonally said third. He said third. Don getting flack. Chelsea won the Champions League 3 seasons ago. This is an Arsenal fan as well. He is trying to say it how it is. Ghost Nathan says, talk all the shit all you want, my boy.
Declan Rice.
Declan Rice, but he'll cook any other team on this panel. Big ups, though.
We saw the guys fighting for his life in the final in the Euros, bro. We saw what happened when he butts Amrabat in that final as well.
Imagine a guy gets flat for.
I can't even lie.
In the final,
Amrabat absolutely bossed him in that game. And in the final against Spain, bro, Mainly was asking him to be his older. He was moving like the younger. You know what I'm trying to say?
Oh my God!
Let's see how Enzo, Caicedo, and Lavia are doing. They get to a final, Don. We'll talk. Use your eyes.
Your club tried to buy Caicedo before Declan, so it's all good. I can
sleep. And Guna Lee, said Caicedo was better. Don't give me Declan Rice. I
need to eat, man. I need to eat.
Lawless said that Antonio starts for Palace.
He talks a lot of shit. He's like you, bro. He's like you. Your favorite
team. In 2024, he's a Palace player. He's a Palace player.
Antonio, by the way, people, my head hurts. Antonio starts for Palace ahead of Mateta. This is what we.
Come on, man.
Ahead of Eddie as well.
You use your eyes. Let's read these super chats, man. Let's respect the guys that are donated. You use your eyes when you told us how you rate your players, and yet they can't get you results. That's the Don, I believe. Don won't even take Messi because he's short. What?
Bro, we're talking about a goalkeeper. Why do I want my goalkeeper?
Oh, right, okay, I get it now with the David Raya thing. Okay,
the David Raya thing.
I'm with you now. I'm with you now.
Bro, you can't have short centre backs and you can't have a short goalkeeper. That's just basic stuff.
Martinez is good. Martinez in Man United.
Martinez is not the same player, bro. Staffy will tell you the same thing, bro.
Anti-Arsenal process of league title starvation. Big up to you, Netweed. And again, keep headbutting that second place pillow trophy. Clearly, Sue just said over 800 in here. Do you know what? It's been nearly close to 900 of you sometimes. Can we get the 500 likes, people? Let's have a look at likes on people, man. We're on nearly 300. Let's get that up to 500 people.
Yeah, come on.
Over 700 in viewing here still, so let's get that sorted as well. And then we've got the last couple of super chats here. Big up to all of you guys, man. PD says the Arsenal players that wiped the floor with Enzo, Caicedo, Cucurella, and the rest of them bums last time they met each other don't make it into Chelsea's squad. Logic is as solid as explosive.
They love to talk about the game when Cole Palmer was fucking ill, Gusto was injured, and we played Alfie Gilchrist. We played Alfie Gilchrist at right back, Badia Shield and Disasi at centre back. Don't get me started, bro.
I can do that for everything that we lost.
Enzo Fernandez had to come off.
We can do that as well.
And then he ended up getting surgery because he was injured. Like, we
can do that as well.
If you want to talk about that game, that's fine. Because I keep telling you, look, I beat Daddy by 6 on his special day. You know what I'm trying to say?
There you go. And I can say the amount of excuses that, Dave. So let's move to the next super chat.
Yeah, man.
Freddie, big up to you, man. Says if I go to League One or Bundesliga, I can find so many Declan Rices. Lavia, on the other hand, the ability he has is so rare to find in midfield. Rice may be more experienced, but Lavia is the guy. Well, do you know what? Something he will have to do now. Well, what are his feet like?
That's what we need to know. How does he
That's
speak?
what they need to have good feet in it, Lee. Listen, I'm going to say this. If Lavia is what I think he'll be, I think he will be a ridiculously good player.
Let's just wait and see.
I've always said that. Whether he'll be a Declan Rice in him, let's just see. We're going to have to watch, haven't we? Listen, man, we've overrun massively tonight, but it's been a lit show as always. Big up to absolutely every single one of you for coming in. Make sure you go follow Lawless at Lawless Live on his new channel. Make sure you're all over there, subscribed if you haven't done so already. Make sure you're doing the same to Don CFC on YouTube. All of your channels will be in the description, people. Guna Lee as well. Make sure you go follow him. And of course, D Palace and Back of the Nest podcast. We'll see you later. Take it easy. Love for the love, people. We're out of here.